you It's no technology, I can shoot in my strips, and they don't have the listeners. Don't think of allergic to it, but if you reaction to her, days after using, comments out about for national digestion and fun. Ask about mental flavor and 6% on this should be sensors and cannabis protecting total best powered by 24/7 professional monitoring and fat protect technology for faster boost response. Now get 50% off the new Simply Safe system. There's no safe like Simply Safe. To give your teeth a dentist-free feeling, start with a round brush. Add power, and you've got oral cake. Round cleans better by surrounding each tooth to remove 100%.
What's good, everyone? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the live stream. You guys already know what it is. It is the Super Bowl rematch that the Eagles, that the Kansas City Chiefs, that Chiefs Kingdom has been waiting for. It feels like it's been a long time. It feels like we haven't had football in almost a year. It has been a minute, but we get to watch the Kansas City Chiefs get back onto the football field. It should be a fun game. Right now, looking at everything going into it, the weather is going to be a huge factor tonight. It's a windy night. It's a rainy night. So you already know what that means. You guys already know where I'm going to go here. I expect to see Isaiah Pacheco heavily involved in this game. At least I hope so. Because if Coach Reed can't get him involved in this game, you're going to see me angry throughout this whole thing. I think they really, really need to run the damn football. It should be a fun game, though. You got the best team in the NFC. You got the best team in the AFC. Exactly like how the Super Bowl was. They're going to go toe-to-toe. They're going to duke it out. It's going to be a fun one, y'all. And I already see we got people in the chat. Tyler, Taylor, Charlie, Aunt Queen. Good to see you all here. I see predictions already out there as well. You guys, of course, heavily favoring the Kansas City Chiefs. It should be a fun one. It really should. Let me get to some of these predictions. Let me scroll through this chat real quick. Make sure I'm not missing anyone either before we get into this. A lot of you, It's like you guys watch the channel. What you know him about? I see Isaiah Pacheco needs to have a day. He really does. He does. I would love to see the wide receivers go off in this game, but again, I don't know for a team who hasn't been able to execute the deep plays this year, if this is the game you want to do it with 20-mile-an-hour wind gusts, with the rain. I mean, you could test it. Patrick Mahomes, he's good at anything, but man, I think this is a recipe for Isaiah Pacheco. I see Charlie, I see Tyler. You guys have mentioned that as well. Saw a game prediction in here. I don't want to miss it. Where was it at? And Queen, I love your prediction. You have the Kansas City Chiefs winning 30-24. I think that's honestly a really good prediction. I can expect fireworks in this game still, even with the kind of weather that's out there. I would love though for the Kansas City Chiefs to continue to go on that streak where they do not allow opponents to score over 24 points. The only team that's done it is the Denver Broncos, unfortunately, where they score over 24. But if they can do that against a high-powered offense like the Eagles, we already know this defense is legit. But we need to continue to let the league know as well. And let's keep going down this. Taylor, that would be honestly the perfect game. If the Chiefs can win 28-10 and the defense continues just to shut up teams, hey, I'm all for it. I am completely for it. Tyler's mentioned it. Yeah, this is going to be Hurts Mahomes round 2. It should be a fun one. Charlie, good to see you in here. You already know what I'm about. You already know. You mentioned it. Pacheco, run the damn ball. He needs more than 15 touches in this game. He really does. If he doesn't, I'm going to lose my mind. Even though the brothers, two distinct different personalities. And Queen, you mentioned it as well, too. That's one thing I would for sure love to see, and I see Charlie responded to it as well, is I want to see Kadarius Toney out there. I want to see these receivers involved more. And two guys I'm going to focus on is Kadarius Toney, but also Rashee Rice. They've had a bye week. We've heard all of this from Chiefs Kingdom, from media, that the Kansas City Chiefs haven't unleashed this offense yet. Well, hey, it's time to now. We're after bye week. We're in the back half of the season. This offense hasn't clicked. I don't need to be saving stuff for the playoffs. I need to see it now. So I need to see a wide receiver step up now. So is it Rashee Rice? Is it Kadarius Toney? I really hope so. And we got reports, I believe, throughout the bye week where the Kansas City Chiefs were saving Kadarius Toney and just kind of gently pushing him out there because they knew his knee injury was severe. They didn't want to rush him out there. And I kind of call BS, but who knows? Like, I think the Kansas City Chiefs got bit with what they had because they said they didn't want to rush him out there, but they sure as hell rushed him out there week 1, and it didn't turn out the way they wanted. And then it was like, okay, maybe he wasn't ready. And then now it's just a slow process, but it's an extremely slow process because he has the lowest snap count out of any wide receiver on the team, and that's got to change because we saw 2 weeks ago when it was against the Dolphins, he had one solid catch and made a play upfield too. He looks healthy. Get the dude the plays. Same with Rashee Rice as well. I've always said this to Travis. Okay, I think I'm caught up with the chat. But yeah, it's good. It's good, guys. It really is. I mean, Kansas City Chiefs football back. Like, it was the longest week ever. And then you're on the backstretch. This should literally be the time where we see the Kansas City Chiefs shine. And when you just focus on the AFC standings just in whole, like literally the bye week and last week has played out perfectly for the Kansas City Chiefs. One, the AFC West keeps losing besides the Denver Broncos, which is kind of weird. It's kind of bitter. Like, it makes me feel a little more at ease about the loss, but also I don't want to see the Broncos continue to win either, so I do not know what's going on there. I don't think they're a legit threat, but man, if they keep eking out some wins, they may be a wild card team. That's going to be interesting to see how that goes. And then you have the whole Cincinnati Bengal thing when now Joe Burrow is done for the year. That's a wild story. Honestly, me looking more into it, I'm like, was that thing torn before he went into the game? And then it was just like, oh, okay, we're going to say it happened in game. I don't believe the Bengals knew how to handle that. And now we're going to see how that evolves throughout the weeks because that's going to be interesting. And the Ravens, they're still doing their thing. Mark Andrews, unfortunately, got hurt, but it looks like he's going to be better. It wasn't as severe as they thought, so that's a good weapon for the Baltimore Ravens to have. And then you got the Browns. They're doing their thing, but then they lose Deshaun Watson for the year. The AFC is just so up in the air, and it's funny too. I thought the Raiders were about to pull off an upset against the Dolphins, and didn't happen. But man, the Raiders look like they're going to be a fierce competitive team, and that's who the Kansas City Chiefs play next week. So Chiefs got to keep doing their thing. They got to keep improving. The defense has got to continue to still be stout. They got to improve on the run defense, and then that offense has got to take that next step. Hold up, they caught my eye because they went back to the field. When they go back to the field, I'm always zoned in on the TV right away.
First of all, let me let America know, Michelle. This is actually
Okay, yes. they're doing this This Man Alive, and they're showing Jason Kelce because he was nominated for that. You can see, even though the rain's coming down, it's gonna be bad. There hasn't been a football game in Arrowhead in literally a month. The last football game in Arrowhead was on October 22nd. What is today's date? November 20th. Yeah, it's been literally a month. Best believe it's going to be rowdy. It's going to be loud. And Chiefs Kingdom is going to show up. The environment is going to be nuts no matter what the weather is. Mr. 100B, you already know. It's time to have some fun. So let's do it. And the other showing the Eagles. Yeah, it's 8:08. I believe the kickoff is at 8:20, maybe 8:25. So we're almost there, folks. Like, it's almost game time. We are almost ready to go. I'm going to say one thing that heavily concerns me in this game is the Eagles in general. You would think I'd be scared of their aerial attack, and I'll respect it. I definitely will. But it doesn't concern me because I have a lot of trust and respect for what our secondary has done this year with Trent McDuffie and with L'Jarius Sneed. Now, they are dealing with a different beast today. And to me, if you were to ask me, I believe A.J. Brown is the best receiver in the league this year. He has been going nuts this year. The numbers he has been putting up are unheard of. He had a 6-game stretch of over 125 yards. I don't think he has had less than 80 yards in a game. If not, it was one game. And he is going to be a force to be reckoned with. He was a force to be reckoned with in the Super Bowl as well, where he basically mossed Trent McDuffie because McDuffie had bad position in the Super Bowl. McDuffie knows that he remembers that, and we're going to get a little more into that as well. But with A.J. Brown and with skinny Batman, Devontae Smith, they got the weapons, but so do the Kansas City Chiefs. What the Chiefs need to zone in as well is don't let this be a DeAndre Swift game. If you let this be a DeAndre Swift game, it's going to be a long Monday night for all of us, Chiefs Kingdom. If the Eagles control the ball on the ground with Hurts and Swift, that's going to be a long day. And that's something the Kansas City Chiefs defense needs to really step up in because I think they are 27th in the league in stopping the run. That needs to change, and it needs to change this week. Not saying it needs to be top tier, but you definitely need to get your stops. And as we focus in on the secondary, as I mentioned, Trent McDuffie did have I don't want to say an interview, but I guess he talked to the press. Let's just say that. And he mentioned that we remember the Super Bowl. We were happy we won the Super Bowl, but we still gave up 35 points. If we give up 35 points tonight, he's not going to be happy, win or loss. And that's the kind of mentality we love to see. I love seeing a guy like Trent McDuffie say that because, one, he is a younger player on this roster and is going to be eventually a leader. And to hear him talking as a leadership presence is huge because it shows you what kind of demeanor this secondary and this defense has moving forward. Hey, Charlie. Hopefully you were able to enjoy the game as much as possible with your family. Hopefully it's a good one. And by the time you probably chip and chime in here, you already know I'm going to be screaming whether we're winning, whether we're losing. I'm going to be screaming, run the damn ball. I don't believe he'll touch it that much, but a man can hope, right? We can hope. And then also too, if someone, this was another thing that I was confused with. So the whole team practice this week, which phenomenal, amazing. Actually, Richie James was activated off IR too, but he's also not going to play tonight. So expect him to come back against the Raiders game, which I don't know if the Kansas City Chiefs need him or not. We'll find out. Another extra piece that may be beneficial to Mahomes could definitely be helpful. But Nick Bolton, he has one more week on IR, I believe. I don't believe he's going to be playing in this game. So continue to watch the linebacker development with Drew Tranquil, with Willie Gay, with Leo Chanel. Them boys, them dogs, they have been stepping up. And if you need anyone to stop the short yardage, whether it be run or pass, their numbers are going to be heavily dependent on in this game. Now look out for Willie Gay in this game. I really believe that he is going to be the spot on Jalen Hurts. So if Jalen Hurts wants to run, do some RPO options, Willie Gay is going to have a busy day, and he's got to be zoned in on that. And then I believe Drew Tranquil will be your coverage linebacker, which the Kansas City Chiefs got a break because Dallas Goedert suffered an unfortunate injury before the bye week. He will still be out in this game, so that's a weapon the Chiefs don't have to deal with. But watch out for the running backs receiving because the Eagles do it no better than other. With Kenneth Gainwell, with DeAndre Swift, they're good receiving backs. That's something Drew Tranquil has got to strengthen down on, which he is a very good coverage linebacker, and he has been playing phenomenal this year. Oh, hold up. They're showing the Kansas City Chiefs coming down the opposite of the way. They're running down the block. Mahomes getting them boys hyped. You got Travis Kelce out there. You got Jerick McKinnon doing his thing. I thought it was just the offense, but no, it's actually the whole squad. I see Joshua Williams out there too. Oh yeah, Mahomes getting into it. What I want to see from Mahomes, I just want to see a clean football game, which the weather can make that very difficult. It really could, but Mahomes is averaging a turnover almost in every game. That's got to be trimmed down, whether it be a fumble, whether it be an interception. You could say it could be because of the offensive line, wide receivers, yada, yada, yada. I just want to see it. I don't want to see it. I want to see good, clean football. And when you talk about clean football, let's cut down on the penalties. That has been something Coach Reed has really been writing. Out of all of our issues right now, they're all fixable, including the penalties, but that's the biggest concern because you're giving the opposing team free ups. It really does. So even though the Kansas City Chiefs are 7-2, today can be a good stepping stone to show we still the best team in the NFL. That's really what I want to see. You go toe-to-toe in the Super Bowl rematch against the Philadelphia Eagles, you have a chance to hold the number one seed still and take down the NFC's one seed and let the whole AFC and NFL know we ain't playing games. And that's really what I want to take out of this game.
Fitzgerald is with us as well. Storylines in all directions, and we get that.
Y'all probably hear from the background of the game, but I can hear this game because I'd be talking too loud that I don't even hear myself. We got to be close, huh? Yeah, 8:15. Yeah, we got 5-10 minutes, I believe.
Back in today's game, they can beat you with the arm, they can beat you with the legs, and they can beat you with their mind. Jalen Hurts talked to me about this last year. He said, "I'm a true triple threat." Today's a big.
Oh, Teresa, was it? I didn't see the Monday Night Football intro. I missed it. I was too busy talking over here.
And that's such a delicate balance, like a gymnast on the balance beam, right? Constantly worried with disaster, but always sticking.
And the number one thing we gotta watch out for. I would love if the defense still continues to play phenomenal, but also don't get the Eagles in a short yardage situation because you know what's gonna happen. It's gonna be the infamous tush push, and no one can stop it in the league. And I don't think the Kansas City Chiefs can either. The only way you can stop it is to avoid it. So if you keep the Eagles at 3rd and long, that's your best way to stop it. And I'm hoping that's what this defense can do today. Great, man. AJ Brown's already over 1,000 yards this year. That's nuts. I think it's only him and Tyreek Hill, maybe a couple others. But they got weapons. Our secondary is going to be tested, but we've been tested all year. We've been tested by Justin Jefferson. We've been tested by Keenan Allen, Calvin Ridley, Tyreek Hill. See, I already forgot about them. They stood to the occasion. I don't expect no difference here, but AJ Brown, I believe, is going to be the toughest one because just how he's built, how his stature, his demeanor, how he runs so aggressive. He's like a wide receiver, 6'2", but plays like a running back, and that's so difficult to stop. But I believe L'Jarius Sneed's ready for the occasion, and yes, I believe it's going to be L'Jarius Sneed covering him. He's going to be man-to-man covering him one-on-one. And then you got Trent Duffy covering Devontae Smith. I think those are going to be key matchups to watch out for. And they showing highlights of DeAndre Swift. And that Eagles O-line, they know how to open up holes. They really do. The Kansas City Chiefs D-line, they got to rise up. They got to be ready to stop the run. And, of course, it's headed with Jason Kelsey, the Kelsey brothers. He's going to make a hole. You got to find a way to get through that gap and stop this running game.
If he gets this backside backer, he's up on the safety. These are the little things that are missing from them hitting the explosive home run plays that they're going to.
Oh, and by the way, for all you Swifties are out there, Taylor Swift, I don't think is at this game, so I don't know if you take the over or under if you look at the averages for Travis Kelce or not, but this may be a bad game for him. I think honestly, this is a good matchup for Kelsey. Now, the Eagles did trade for Kevin Byard, and they traded for Kevin Byard in these kind of situations to deal with top-notch tight ends, but Eagles have not stopped the tight end at all. So this is a beautiful matchup for Travis Kelce, and I look for him to bounce back over that Germany game against the Dolphins where he had like 3 catches for 14 yards.
Against this Chiefs defense tonight, and they get enough plays to get an extra. And then there is a number that
And then also today, if Coach Reed wins this game, he has 124 wins as the Kansas City Chiefs head coach. Win today, he will be the all-time winningest head coach for the Kansas City Chiefs, surpassing Hank Stram. That's a huge accolade. It really is. I think what Coach Reed has done in his career, you may call me biased, but I think he has surpassed Bill Belichick. I think he is the greatest coach of all time. And if someone needs him to get an extra ring to prove himself, it's around the horizon. But the fact that you won 100 games with the Philadelphia Eagles and then you won 100-plus games with the Kansas City Chiefs, it's hard for any coach to do that. The fact what he's doing in a 20-year span, it's remarkable.
Tell me what you love and the way you do. And if you do all that, the things you make with silence. That's what we call it. We call Shotgun. Shopify helps you sell at every stage of your business.
Fedorius Reed, I don't even know what you're talking about. Did Taylor even think the block? You must see the game ahead of me. And now with 8:20, so the game should be kicking off at 8:25. I didn't even catch the prediction. See how zoned in I've been. I just been talking to y'all, and I didn't even pay attention to most of it. They couldn't have done their game picks. I couldn't have missed it.
Bonus bets. Get your first bet that's will for all the games later this week.
And right now we are on commercial break. So yeah, I think next time they come out, they're probably actually doing the national anthems right now because I don't think they show them all the time on TV. And then we'll get out, fireworks will be aired, and then it'll be kickoff. And I think I'd love to see the defense start off this game. I would really love to see the defense start off. But offense comes out, do what you did against Miami. Come out, play fast, put a touchdown on the board, let the Eagles know you're here.
Introducing the core collection of New York, featuring the ultra soft liner, core short, and jar. Both with a breathable box of recliner that ensures all of them come constructed with performance structure.
Since we're starting, so I know some of y'all probably already recognize, but I switched, kind of testing out purposes. But I switched live streaming apps providers, whatever you call them, just to test out something new. I see a lot of live streamers use StreamYard. I was using, don't even remember, I don't even think it's that important, but I was using something else to where it was showing me, it would be beneficial for y'all because it would have the scoreboard up there. This doesn't have that feature. What I can do is I could pull that up, and it's basically just me typing in a bar and putting that in. But I like the fact I can engage with you guys on here, and I can pull up your comments. I can also post them on the screen so I can interact with people directly. So let me know how you guys are feeling about this, or if you just prefer the scoreboard as well. It's an experiment. I'm playing around with things. So right now, I'm really feeling this. I like this a lot. It lets me do a lot more than my other live casting app. And also, it was directly on my phone. So I had no free hands as well. And the thing I'm going to be looking for on this app is the other one kept crashing on me. I think it was because on my phone. If this one doesn't do any of that, this might be the go-to. It really might be. FA, it's good to see you in the chat. Yeah, you're right. Hey, let's get it. Teresa, I really believe that as well. I believe McDuffie is going to show up today. What you've been saying this week, it's just been really it's great to see from a young player. And also, he remembers the Super Bowl. He remembers winning the Super Bowl, but he also remembers the defense giving up 35 points. I believe he really wants to lock down A.J. Brown. I think the guy he's going to be going against is Devontae Smith, but I expect him to make a great play.
That's it all. Starts to NFL Plus today. Let's start with $6.99. One more play, baby. Let's go.
Oh, I already got a lag. That's not something I wanted to see right here. No, it's always something. Hopefully this catches back in. Mr. 100B, I see what you mentioned though as well. Maybe it just needs to refresh. Okay. Right when I talk about this thing, it already kicks me out. So I guess that's a good thing to recognize right away. Hopefully it just was a simple reload. It kept you all in there. Mr. 100B, thanks for the input, really. Because I can't tell what the sound sounds like. So that's good to know. That really is. I appreciate that.
Ready night.
FA, yeah, I expect the defense to play way better than they did in the Super Bowl as well. I don't expect them to lock them up for the whole game, but I expect them to show out and make some good plays that could be game changing. And they on the field, Mahomes is getting warmed up. He's throwing around to the wide receivers right now too. So we getting ready. You can see the rain. It's all over the cameras.
Particularly in this stadium this time of year. He sat down. Embrace this moment. Everything we want for this moment.
Oh no. Okay, hold up. Now you messing with me because I don't like looking at my phone during the game. It's a good thing I fast forward. I didn't know my TV was behind. What are we doing? Yep, give me that. Join line.
Well, you look at this Chiefs offense, and we all know that they come into this game and it's built around.
Yeah, I already missed a lot of it. This game.
Has gone along. They've got more and more comfortable, or Mahomes has, that is, with
So 9 minutes and 20 seconds. I don't even know what I missed so far. That sucks. And that was on my TV. That was YouTube TV. It started me behind. Well, this is a handoff to Pacheco. I heard Pacheco broke a big game earlier, but this was a loss of a yard.
just not right through. Yeah, that's a good way of describing it too. You're going to see when he's
But it looks like the Kansas City Chiefs are driving. They're on, well, with this loss, this will put them on the 36.
trying to reach block that and cut him off.
And now I wonder what I missed. What does that bring it to? I believe it's 2nd and 7, maybe 3rd and 7. Mahomes under center, quick pass to Tony. Tony's got the first. It's at the markers. It depends on the spot, but I believe he made it to the marker. Oh, that looks like a good spot. That should be a first.
They're going to call the sticks out. The completion from Mahomes. Well,
they're measuring right now, but I love to see that Kadarius Toney's getting involved right now. That's huge. Right away. Good catch by Tony. He almost lost that too.
Based on that angle, when they put it down though with that yellow line.
They say it looked like he's short, but where it was spotted, it's a first down. Now, did the Eagles challenge? We'll find out.
Kadarius Toney had a touchdown catch, his only catch in Super Bowl 57. They followed that up.
It looks like we're good to go. That looks like a first down. It doesn't look like Philly even wants to challenge it, so I'm fine there. We'll keep that. All right, so it's 1st and 10 for the Chiefs on the 30-yard line. Pacheco's in motion. That looks like encroachment unless it's a false start. Hopefully it's on the Eagles. I'll take the neutral zone infraction. That makes it 1st and 5.
But you got the idea in watching practice and then in talking with Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes, for that matter, that Kadarius Toney was going to have a bigger role in this game. And a big part of it, quite simply, was him getting back to health.
And Aikman's mentioning that it seems like Kadarius Toney's going to have a bigger role off of what they got in interview with Reid today. That'd be cool to see. Quick pass to Rice. What that dude does after the run is so phenomenal. I think that's a pickup of like 11. Told you. Just involve Rashee Rice and Kadarius Toney. I believe that improves the passing game immensely. And this Eagles secondary has not been playing great this year. I expect the wide receivers to show out this game. All right, 1st and 10 for the Chiefs. It's 1st and goal for the Chiefs. Hardman's in motion. Kadarius Toney in the backfield. Toney takes the handoff. That was kind of ugly. Toney ran into his own lineman. Here we go doing cute stuff in the red zone. But hey.
He was telling me he was 193 pounds, running into a 338-pound left tackle. Second goal. Shows off his quickness.
Yeah, so that's, I don't even know if he got. Yeah, Donovan Smith made a better tackle than the linebackers did on that play. Kadarius Toney is now out of the game. Sky Moore's in motion, handoff Pacheco. Pacheco finds a hole. Pacheco powers through. He picked up like 7 or 8. That brings it down to like the 2 or 3. Chiefs, do not settle for a field goal here. Really don't. Like I mentioned, do what you did against the Dolphins. Just go out there, put a touchdown, and let your defense do your thing. This could be 4-down territory. Wouldn't it be funny if the Chiefs don't pick this up, but they get on the 1-yard line, and then out of nowhere, they just do the tush push? I know. It's the rarest thing. They would never do that with Mahomes, but It'd be funny. Jarek McKinnon's in motion. Watson's on the top. McKinnon's wide open. Oh, Mahomes should have got that out. What a throw. What a catch. Justin Watson touchdown. That's vintage Mahomes. Play breaks down. Finds his guy in the end zone. It's 7-0. What a good first drive. At least I hope it's a first drive. 10-play drive, 80 minutes. 80 yards, 5 minutes. What's the? Yeah, that was the first drive. Okay, perfect. I didn't know what I missed. Mahomes could have ran it in. Mahomes could have threw it to Jarek McKinnon. At least he still found the open man. Butker comes up to kick the extra point. And it is solid as Harrison Butker's streak still continues. Now, try something out here. Let's do. All right, we're just going to have to do it that way. Ain't as pretty, ain't as sexy, but it appears. Yeah, Teresa, that was a great series. Great offensive series. It looks like they involved Pacheco early. Looked like they involved Kadarius Toney, Rashee Rice. Passing game was moving. One thing that's got to change, though, is if we're looking like we did against the Dolphins, keep it going. Against the Dolphins, you scored on the first drive and then you disappeared. That offense needs to continue to move. Okay, I see we got Bills Mafia in here. Hey, enjoy a good Monday night football game. It should be a fun one. Man, I hope the defense comes out fast. I hope they continue to look like what they have been doing. I really do. I know the Eagles, how they're probably going to start. They're probably going to start just trying to run the ball and then play action and try to heave one deep. And if that's the case, hey, I would love to see McDuffie's first interception on his career. That'd be beautiful. Commercials always love to be louder than the actual game. Always.
Picks from the spot. Not going to see yourself too.
Join T-Mobile. Get 4 new items on us and 4 lines of unlimited. $25 a month. I'm the team mascot. Boy, by
Now y'all got me thinking. I know what Mr. 100B said about the sound. Hopefully, if this doesn't work out perfectly, hopefully I can find something in the future for audio. Or if not, we can always go back to the other live streaming one. Not in this game because I don't have stuff on. Teron, it's good to see you in the chat, man. Yeah, it was a beautiful drive. If the defense can replicate it and then get the ball back and then they score again, this could be a really fun game.
Can't wait for Sunday. What was your
All right, we're back from commercial break, and Harrison Butker's getting ready to kick it off.
The Chiefs are on top. Just another example of how slippery Patrick Mahomes is.
No, I must have missed something. Man. The Eagles got the ball first? Did they go 3 and out? I'm going to need an update on that. Man. Because I thought it was a 5-minute drive by the Chiefs, and there's only 5 minutes left in the first quarter. So something ain't happening. They doubled Kelsey, and that left Watson wide open. Hey, if any receiver been stepping up this year, it's been Justin Watson.
In the pocket, no one wanted to step up, and then still be able to keep his eyes down the field and find the open receiver. But that was a bust on the back end by Philadelphia. But a good job by Kansas City. They came out throwing on the open possession.
Damn, the Chiefs are 18-0 in the last 2 seasons when scoring first. All right, Jalen Hurts under center. McDuffie on the blitz. He won't get there. And wide open Devontae Smith with cooking coverage.
Devontae Smith finds a boy It's a 20-yard completion from Jalen Hurts. He used the legs out to his right and found up the
And that's what happens when you take the corner blitz, because that was McDuffie's man, but you got to hope someone can be reliable and come up in coverage. And Devontae Smith's a good enough receiver to get free from a safety. All right, 1st and 10 for the Eagles on the 45. Browns in motion, handoff Swift, and missed tackles. Pickup of about 7.
The safety made the tackle, but it made 8 yards. Well, I mentioned coming into this game, Dallas Goedert is down, and he's a big.
That's the thing you got to watch out for. The Eagles do so many interesting formations, specifically in the backfield. Yeah, you got to stop the run. 8 yards of carry ain't going to do it either. So Chiefs D-line got to stiffen up. All right, 2nd and 3, I believe. Willie Gay looks like he's in blitz, but he may be coming out. He is. Tranquil came out as well. Design and run. What a good damn. Like I said, Willie Gay was going to be the spy, and he was, but it was a good pickup by the Eagles offensive line to keep that hole there for Hurts to find and pick up like 6.
Well, you got Hurts, and he comes up and he sees something because this was. You see Kelsey, he's shaking him off. A lot of what happens, Kelsey handles a lot of the line of scrimmage.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Eagles on the 42. They are driving. DeAndre Swift is in motion. And I don't know what's going on. Chris Jones was pissed. Okay, that's what it was. Yeah, there was confusion on the Chiefs defense. They had to take a timeout. Jones don't seem too happy with that whatsoever. All right, the Chiefs can hold them to a field goal here. That'd be beautiful. If they can force a sack and get them out of that range too, that would be phenomenal. Toronto, I think you're right as well. Hey, a pissed off CJ is nothing too bad whatsoever. Get him after Hurts. We need Hurts. I think one thing that should be huge in this game for the Chiefs to focus on is our D-line needs to cause pressure and make Jalen Hurts uncomfortable. If you do that, that may limit him to where he does not feel like he needs to run the ball. And he may force a lot of passes, which may force the McDuffie pick. So hopefully this defense can kind of get things going here.
You look very good, Chucky. Chucky spicy chicken noodle has 16 grams of protein per cake. Soup it's like a meat.
This is a long 30-second time. I'll tell you what, they showed like 5 they showed like 5 commercials in 30 seconds. I don't believe this was a 30-second one.
It started with 133 stories.
Yeah, definitely wasn't. No.
This tells of heroes, but enemies who never see. When new contenders rise, for old ones recapture glory. For every story's heroes, only one is the perfect hero.
All right, now we're back to the game action, back from commercial break.
Last play, you see that Kelsey's shaking him off.
Kelsey's such a smart center. He called that. That's why he's probably the best in the league. It's probably him and Creed Humphrey, and it's hard to surpass Jason Kelsey and what he's done in his career and continue to do.
Jason Kelsey just turned 36. If he centers that quick, no, he doesn't look like he's lost the step.
All right, let's go defense. Make a play. 1st and 10 for the Eagles on the 42. Devontae Smith in motion. It's a handoff. It's a pickup of about 2, maybe 3 at most. Yeah, they're going to give him 3. So that'll be 2nd and 7. Cute. They're showing Jason Kelsey's daughter imitating him as a center.
You don't see that anymore. I think they did that back in the 60s. I don't know, but it's fantastic.
All right, 2nd and 7 for the Eagles. Come on, Chiefs. You got L'Jarius Sneed on A.J. Brown. You got McDuffie on Devontae Smith in the slot. Oh, no, McDuffie's actually blitzing. Damn, missed tackles. There's a flag downfield. It's probably going to be on the Chiefs. Usually is on the secondary. McDuffie again on another cornerback blitz. Just can't get home. And forcing Hurts hasn't been working so far. He's completed both those passes where he's been pressured. Would you look at that? That's one thing that Coach Reed really wanted to zone in on was penalties, but also on L'Jarius Sneed penalties. He just had a hands to the face penalty. He has improved so much. He really has. But one thing that you can knock him for is he is due for like 2 penalties a game, and there's one right there. I know he loves to play physical, and that's what gets him in trouble is, hey, hands to the face, PI, holding. It's going to come with the territory. But if he can get that corrected, he's definitely a special player. Handoff Swift, good tackle. It was a pickup of 2. Mike Dana on the tackle. Yeah, Teron, I get why you're okay with it, and I'm okay with it as well because the president, like, we're gonna punch you in the mouth and we're gonna be aggressive. Like, it is what it is. You're gonna have to man up with us. But also, man, I just don't want to see so many of them. A.J. Brown's in motion. McDuffie comes into coverage on him. Man, Hurts is just finding his man. He's picking this defense to pieces right now. Devontae Smith for a first.
The Eagles have taken the ball right down the field and have the first down inside the Kansas City 25. Well, this is a good drive in answering Kansas City's touchdown, and they've gotten some good running plays in that. Coming in, we talked about the right guard situation. The fact that Cam Jurgens is back. They don't secure the pass protection, but mostly
all right, 1st and 10 for the Eagles. They are driving. They're actually, I think, in the red zone now. Yep, they're in the red zone. Well, no, they're on the 21. They're approaching the red zone. Play action Hurts. Drew Tranquil on the blitz again. And I think just threw it away.
Tranquil had pressure, and if he wasn't going to be tranquil, Chris Jones was trailing behind as well, 2nd and 10. Well, I do think.
Well, Teron, he played some good throws under pressure today as well. McDuffie's couple blitzes, he completed a couple passes. I do get what you're saying. All right, that should bring 2nd and 10. Second and 10 for the Eagles on the 21. Defense stand stall. If you could hold them to a field goal, that'd be beautiful. That was supposed to be. Wow, the Chiefs. That's a terrible defense. The Eagles DeAndre Swift didn't even know what he was doing. He should have took that handoff way later. It ended up being a delayed handoff, which worked beautifully for the Eagles. And then Swift breaks like 17 tackles. That's just good run by Swift, but should have been better defensive play by the Chiefs. Handoff to Swift again. He breaks it outside. That's the touchdown. That's unfortunate. I can't be upset. It's the type of game it's going to be. The Kansas City Chiefs have not stopped the run at all this year, so shouldn't be surprised. Hoping for something that hasn't happened.
Now secure. He gets Swift outside.
So the Chiefs were hoping for a flag, but I didn't see it. They said it was on Zacchaeus, but they didn't show the play until at the end of the day, it's a touchdown. And he missed. No, he banked it in.
Let's take a look at what happened on the edge. It's 13 for the Eagles.
I wonder if this is what slowed this down. Hopefully that's not the case. I don't think it was. Okay. Yeah, we got a tie game now, 7-7. The Chiefs will get the ball back on offense. Hopefully the offense continue to look good. That's been the struggle. Last game against the Dolphins, they started off fast. They looked phenomenal. And then they went missing all the way to the end of the second quarter. That can't be a theme here. Yeah, Teresa, as you mentioned, I don't even think that was a designed delayed handoff. Hurts, like he was like, take it. And he actually touched his arm to get the ball. It worked out best for the Eagles. We've seen the Kansas City Chiefs in this situation before too, where teams have scored early and then they haven't scored again. So hoping that's the case.
Infusion and serious allergic reactions can happen during or after treatment. Bacteria may increase risk of infection, which can be serious. Although unlikely, a risk of PMI, a rare, serious, potentially fatal brain infection, cannot be ruled out. Tell your doctor if you have infection, experience frequent infection.
I'm just hoping like that would be a good change of pace for me. If the Chiefs can come out on offense fast again, they did everything perfect on that first drive on offense. They ran the ball. They got the ball to their playmakers and Mahomes, spot time, and just look for open guys. Continue that thing. Teron, you are absolutely right. Honestly, arguably, I think Nick Bolton was the MVP of the Super Bowl. Yes, he is going to be gratefully missed in a game like this because as good as the Kansas City Chiefs linebackers, are, there's a lot of jobs at task in this one. You have to have a spy on Jalen Hurts, which is probably going to be Willie Gay, as we've seen. You have to have those coverage linebackers, which you'll see a lot with Jude Tranquil. And then you're missing your commander and leader, Nick Bolton. So that's going to have Leo Chanel try to step up to the occasion, and his number is going to be called on heavily. Hardman is hurt. If he is, I missed it. That would suck to hear. I seen him on the goal line. They're just showing. Sorry, caught my eye. They're just showing. Here's the whole thing they want to talk about. So let's.
He's got a great point here. This is what we call a grab.
Oh, that is a hole. Yeah, that is a hole. I don't know if Edwards' speed would have got there, but you can't grab inside the collar like that. That's just. I see why they was pissed. It makes sense. Oh, that's why you guys have Hardman is hurt because Guy Moore's returning the kickoff. Okay, interesting. It's kicked out of the end zone though, so y'all can take a deep breath.
Cole Hardman was not on the field for that kickoff. He is over here on the Chiefs sideline field.
Yeah, so as you mentioned as well, Chief Kingdom, we all would love to see a blowout, but these are two good teams. They're going to got each side. You just got to have a perfect game plan. Whoever executes theirs better should come out on top, and hopefully it's the Chiefs. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs, handoff Pacheco. Pacheco gets hit at the line, and I don't believe he picked up anything after that either. So it should be 2nd and 10. And the rain is still coming down just for any of you weather people out there. Yeah, Teresa, that was more in on the kickoff. I believe, as was mentioned earlier, looks like Hardman is hurt. And then, of course, Richie James he was activated, but he wasn't cleared to play this game. So Sky Moore may be our punt and kickoff returner in this game. And with that, quarter number 1 is in the books. We will be headed into the second quarter after a quick commercial break. So the quick injury update right now is that McCall Hardman injured his thumb and he is questionable to return. Again, I didn't see where he injured his thumb, but that's unfortunate. Hopefully, it's nothing too serious. Isn't that weird how that would work out, though? Like, literally. Richie James gets hurt, misses a couple games, and then the Chiefs trade for Hardman. And now that Richie James is getting healthy, Hardman gets hurt. And then Richie James might come back against the Raiders. It's funny how injuries happen like that. I mean, not funny, but just a scenario, a sequence. And if anyone I want to see have a game or at least a couple catches is I'd love to see Sky Moore get involved in this game. We saw Kadarius Toney, we saw Rashee Rice, Justin Watson. Let's see if Sky Moore can make some catches. I'm nervous if I see him make plays in the kickoff and punt return, but that may have to be the case in this one. Whatever the four.
Geico makes car insurance easy.
This is the longest commercial. I'm the last person. I can barely stand commercials. If they can make, that would be awesome. If they can make it to where like a streaming device to where there was no commercials in the football game, that'd be amazing. But I know that's kind of near impossible. Tyler, what's up? It's good to see you in the chat, man.
No, I'm
Timbo, did he ever tell you the other two water polo story?
Yes, I've heard about a lot.
I'm glad you feel the same way, Maria.
Are you betting against the home team at the points for that?
But it's just like these commercials be taking so long. Like I feel like the game should have been going on by now. I mean, what a game goes on for like 3 hours, and I feel like you get another 3 hours worth of commercials as well. Yeah, Tyler, that the hold, that's where the Eagles scored. It was a hold. The rest missed it, unfortunately. We are back in commercial break though. Isaiah Pacheco's in motion, just went to the other side of Mahomes, another handoff. And he only picks up 2, so that brings up 3rd and 8. So again, this is the typical Chiefs offense we're used to seeing. They score fast, and then a hiccup happens. Hopefully they can pick up this 3rd and 8, though. They need to break this bad trend. Teron, you described it perfectly, and I think it was the same in the Super Bowl as well. Even though it was a high-scoring affair, it's what line's going to hold up the best, and that's going to be the one that'll win the game. Right now, we got a 3rd and 8 for the Chiefs. Trip set, Mahomes under center. Damn. There was a flag on the play, but it's going to be holding.
It's against Kansas City.
That's
Holding. Offense number 79.
yep, holding on the Donovan Smith. And there it is. Nothing changes for the Kansas City Chiefs so far. Start fast on offense. Don't do shit afterwards. They got to break out of that trend. I was more excited. I thought Mahomes would have made a run there, but then he got shoestring tackled. Townsend with the punt underway. It's fielded. It's returnable. It's a pickup of about like 6 or 7.
42-yard punt, 9-yard return. Eagles right back.
Oh, was the I didn't see if he was in neutral zone or not. Maybe that's what caused the hold. But at the end of the day, it's a penalty on the Chiefs, unfortunately. Man, Teron, that better not be the case. It's too early in this game to be weakening. If they're weakening now, it's going to be a long game. Now you got to hope. And this is where the defense usually rises to the occasion and answers. It's weird. We haven't seen anything in sync at all this year from a complete Kansas City Chiefs perspective. But it's like once the offense scores, the defense allows them to score. Once the offense disappears, the defense rises to the occasion. So hopefully the defense rises to the occasion and makes a play and holds the Eagles here to get the ball back to the offense.
Come up those nuggets. Bundle and save with a personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And Teron, you nailed it right on the head again. It literally is the case, and that's even happening in Miami game as well in Germany. You saw it was quick, and then afterwards it's like slow the tempo down. You see what's working. Why switch it up? That's obviously how this offense likes to move and probably needs to move. Once you slow it down for them, they tend to second guess themselves and things don't work.
Hungry for more. From way for sure. Kids all over the coast. Celebrity. Yes. Okay, for black team. Shout out to the episode. Wednesday at 7:30 on Nickelodeon.
All right, looks like we're back from commercial break now. The Eagles will start this out. Hopefully the defense can show up. Man, Teron, don't even get me started on that. I think that's been the biggest thing about our wide receivers is the rotation. That's solely on coaching as well. It's like guys need to stay out there for a period of time to get in rhythm, to feel that heat, to get that momentum going, and we don't keep them on the field long enough for that. All right, 1st and 10 for the Eagles on their 39. Willie Gay looks like he's about to blitz. He may come out of it, though. He is blitzing. A.J. Brown with the catch, pickup of 8.
It's his first target of the night. Well, A.J. Brown is good at everything, but he's especially good running these flanks. You see the way
That was just a good move by A.J. Brown. That's what makes him one of the best, if not best, receiver this year.
he's a strong, powerful guy.
That'll bring 2nd and 2 for the Eagles. Expect a run because it's been working. Would you look at that? The Chiefs can't even stop the run. It is damn near impossible.
Yeah, you see, Joe, that protective sleeve that's over the left knee.
And the thing is, too, if you can force Jalen Hurts in uncomfortable situations, he's been throwing interceptions. This defense needs to get Hurts uncomfortable. All right, 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Enemy territory at the 49. Good tackle by Willie Gay. Tackle him at the line of scrimmage.
Willie Gay is having a good year as well. You can see him right in the middle, number 50. And then Chelsea, they don't account for.
Hey, I'm going to need you to be on the coaching staff, Teron, because those are two things that need to happen. Like, Rashid Rice should not even leave the field. And then CJ, he needs a couple sacks in this game, or at least be disruptive to where George Karlaftis, Mike Dana, a Minihue can get a sack. Yes, Legere Sneed. And then he fumbled. You gotta be joking. Are they calling him down? Okay. Let's wrap our heads around that. One, is that a pig? Before I wrap my head around it. It looks like It's a pick.
He beat himself up the line, but here's another look at it.
Is that a pick? I think that's a pick. I'm just curious, can the Eagles challenge it down by contact? Because he got up when Brown touched him.
Fumble. He was not down.
I can't get excited about this. I don't think this is Chiefs ball.
Speed wasn't touched.
So just to wrap our heads around all this, Jalen Hurts doing interceptions, need undercut the route. He got up, and then he basically battled with A.J. Brown, and Brown stripped it out. But the ruling on the field is an interception and down by contact. But I don't think L'Jarius Sneed was down by contact. I think he was very easily up. And then he was fighting to get away from Brown, and it was stripped. Do I know if that's challengeable, reviewable? We'll find out. Yeah, and that one worked to perfection as well. That was another one, though, Jerron. Even though they're blitzing actually McDuffie a lot in this one. I think that's the third blitz for McDuffie so far. Hopefully he gets home one way or another, but there, if it caused an interception, that's great. But I'm afraid coming back from this commercial break, they will say this is Eagles ball.
Asked about getting this season's COVID-19 shot for the MVP shot.
I think that's a lot of cornerbacks' mentality. They can never just take an interception and stay down. They always got to get up and try to be the star. I see that way too often.
Week 12 kicks off with a Thanksgiving celebration on Fox, CBS, and NBC. Then tune into the first ever Black Friday with Michael Johnson.
I hope this stays, but man, we're about to get back from commercial break, and I can already see it break my heart. I guess the Eagles challenge, because he wasn't down by contact. As hopeful as I am for it, he wasn't. And that was the break the Chiefs needed. The Eagles, they're driving. You need those turnovers in these type of games. Oh, the Chiefs are on the ball. The Chiefs are out on offense. Okay, hey. I'll take it. Pacheco's in motion. Mahomes scrambles. Picks up about 3. Slides down. Did he touch him right? Oh, well, his finger. So his knee touches Brown's foot. So by the rule, that's down by contact. Eagles fans aren't going to like that. They're going to say their refs are favoring the Chiefs, but by rule. And Hurts, if he throws that ball differently, that's probably a touchdown for Brown. Kelsey's in motion. Mahomes scrambles again. And Mahomes scrambles, picks up another 2. The Chiefs need to capitalize on this.
Miscommunication, the interception. 2 guys who are the very best of friends. A.J. Brown.
And you see A.J. Brown's frustrated, rightfully so. He believes he could have had a touchdown. There was miscommunication on the route. Well, it's 3rd down for the Chiefs again. Can they show me that they're actually an offense? They got Darius Toney in the backfield, so here comes some cute shit that won't surprise any of us. Was that a catch? We'll find out. Watson's been reliable, but every time I see someone do this, I'm like, uh-oh. Is this going to be a challengeable one? I'm surprised he didn't take Kelsey underneath. For all the fans who says he only looked at Kelsey on 3rd down. Because Kelsey was open on 3rd and short. All right, it's 1st and 10 for the Chiefs on the 49. Hand off Pacheco. Good run, Pacheco. That's a pickup of 9. That's a grown man run right there.
This good top run, you got the all-pro left guard, Joe Tooney, who helps lead the way.
I keep pounding Pacheco away. Teron, I would hate that Western Wegler. I think fans need to stop sleeping on Watson and need to stop hating on him too. He's been productive this year. And he is doing juju stuff. Hand off Pacheco again. Pacheco picks up 3. That's a first down, and now the Chiefs are driving. I'd love to see Rashee Rice back out there and make a play. Or Kadarius Toney. Rashee Rice is out there again. Kelsey with his first catch of the game. It's a pickup of 7. He's got half the yards he had all game against the Dolphins.
That's pretty much indefensible when you put.
Teron, you keep doing it. You keep nailing it on the head. When you're in enemy's territory, Rashee Rice better not leave the field.
You get the football from them, so yeah, let's see where that leads to.
2nd and 3. I'd love to see a run, but I wouldn't be surprised. Well, Pacheco's not even back there. I would say play action, but no. Mahomes scrambles again. Mahomes using his legs today, and they working, so I'm happy with that. That was a scramble of 5, and it's a pickup of a first down. And I think that's going to be the Eagles' probably worst enemy is that they have such a good O-line, such a good defensive line, and they're good at sacking the quarterback. But Mahomes is good at getting away from the blitz, and it's going to result in a lot of these. So Eagles, man, what are we doing? It worked. I don't know how it worked. How come they don't do those kind of plays with Pacheco? The fact they pitched the ball to Clyde Edwards-Helaire was the scariest thing I've seen. But I got to give him his credit. He picked up 12 yards. And I think this is the first time I've seen Helaire on a football field in a while, too.
He does an excellent job on the edge, number 83.
I got to give CEH the credit where it's due. I don't want to see it, but, hey, he worked with it. That sucks. So the Chiefs to take their 2nd timeout. Oh, Reed is yelling at Mahomes, kind of telling him, hey, calm down. He was like, stop. Because you can see Mahomes getting flustered. Yeah, Teresa, right now the play calling has been phenomenal. But, hey, we're getting close to the red zone. You know the cute shit's about to reveal itself here shortly. Teron, and yeah, correct. He is 3rd in the league in receiving for tight ends. He missed a week, basically missed kind of 2 because he hasn't been fully healthy, dealing with injuries, and he's taking coverages away. Now we need receivers to capitalize on that. Yeah, Teron, I love to see that as well. That was actually amazing to see. Let everyone know that, hey, Mahomes is no different than any other player. You're going to get in his ass. End zone, intercepted. What a waste of a timeout. Maybe you weren't calm. Come on, Mahomes. Again, Mahomes is on a terrible trend right now. A turnover every game. I don't care how great he is. The stats speak for himself. He's got a turnover problem this year, whether it be fumbles or interception. And it happens in the red zone, costing points. It's getting ridiculous. Damn stupid, man. Chiefs continue to beat themselves. Same exact team I seen before in the bye week, though it doesn't look like they learned anything so far. Continue to drive the ball downfield, but we get in the red zone and we F it up. Hey, that's why it's my statement. You got your opinion too, and if you want to make one, you can, but you can't deny it. Mahomes has turned the ball over way more than he has in any other year. It's there. He can deserve some criticism at times too. You would have thought, Teresa, coming off a timeout and where Coach Reed was trying to calm him down, it would have been a run play. But they probably thought they had the right play dialed up. Yeah, Charlie, that was a tough one. Again, Chiefs continue to drive the ball downfield, but turnovers continue to be the trend this year. Yeah, Teron as well too. Mahomes put a little too much air on it as well. It looked like he wanted a nice touch pass touchdown. Kadarius Reed, I'm not like just look. I'm not saying the most in the league. I'm saying the most that Mahomes has done. If you go by his stats in his career, he is on pace to throw the most, and also he's averaging a turnover in every game. I can be frustrated by that because it's an unfortunate trend that continues to happen. And definitely true, you're right. But I'm just going off the live action right now. That's why it's my live reaction. And when I see a pick in the moment, yeah, I'll be frustrated with it. Eagles are back out first and 10. Swift finds a big hole. What's new? The Eagles continue to run all over the Chiefs. That's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Okay, we'll get another glance at this. And also, too, you got to respect Byers. Like, Byers is an all-pro safety. I think if anything on that, I think Justin Watson thought he had an easy touchdown and he didn't play that route aggressive. And he could have been more aggressive with that play. On Chris Jones with the sack, thank you. But yeah, I think Justin Watson didn't feel Byard there, and he thought he had one up on him, and he thought the ball was going to come to him. And the underthrown ball ended up being an interception, which is bad on both accounts. But it's good to see Chris Jones showing up. We need the defense to show up. It needs to be that kind of game. All right, second and I believe 16 or something like that. Come on, defense. Continue to make plays. Get there. Good tackle, Chanel. All right, third and long. Yeah, Kadarius Reed. I think it was a mishap on both. I think it was a little underthrown as well. I just believe Watson thought he had his man beat and he thought it would fall into his lap. If he was more aggressive with it, at worst, it would have been an incompletion. But he just thought he had his man. And hey, you got to put respect on Byard. He's the all-pro in this game. All right, third and long. Come on, defense. Get the ball back to the offense. CJ again. There's the CJ sighting we've been waiting to see. 2 sacks on this drive. Kadarius, I completely agree with you. If that ball has any heat on it, it's a touchdown. You're right. Lane Johnson, the best right tackle in the league. CJ don't care. That's 2 sacks. And it's a punt. It's Guy Moore back there probably. Hold your breath, folks. Oh, wait, no, it's Kadarius. Tony. Tony, what are we doing? Tony, what are we doing? Oh, we doing something. We doing something. That boy's healthy, folks. You can't tell me he's not. You see all those cuts he was making on that knee? Chiefs, you got to do something here. You got to do something here. Yeah, you can't tell me he's not healthy. Look at his knees move. All right, 1st and 10 for the Chiefs. Hand off to Pacheco. He picks up like 4. Yeah, it's wrong. This is that type of game. This is the battle. This is what you expect both teams to do. It's going to be frustrating. It's going to be fun. But it's going to be a nail biter. Come on, offense. Get back to life. Noah Gray and Kelsey's in motion. Kind of looked like they didn't know what they were doing, but they got fed. Man, that wouldn't have been much anyways, but it's off the hands of Watson, incomplete. I don't know if people – let me take that. People don't like Kadarius Toney, but I think people give him more right just because he can't stay healthy. But, man, when he gets the ball in his hands, there's very few players that are as electric as him. It's just, man, I wish he could stay healthy. All right, 3rd and 7 again. Can offense do something? Please. That's encroachment. That should be a flag. Going deep. There should have been a flag earlier, though, because that was offside. Man, this offense. That's so frustrating. I never understood either, and I get it. Oh, they called offside. Thank you. Okay, thank you. I thought they missed that. I was about to say. But I never understood, even if it can be the right call and you're happy if it happens, but I hate when it's 3rd and 9 and you just bomb it. Like, just try to get as much as possible and maybe go for it again, but hey. 1-on-1, and that's actually kind of a pass interference, too. His hand got on Kelsey early. Going through on the review. Come on, pick up. You got to pick up this 3rd. Go, Pacheco. Go, Pacheco. That grown man having a day today. Yeah, it should have been a PI. You're right. He probably did see the free play. At least the offside was called. Yeah, this is the game I wanted Pacheco to go off. And the only one limiting him is Coach Reed. Get that ball in his hands. Get out of there, Mahomes. Get out of there, Mahomes. Throw it away. Okay, we're not. Is this Tennessee Titans? That looks like some resemblance of the Tennessee Titans AFC Championship kind of scramble. Mahomes using his legs today. I like that. Hardman's talking to Reed, so Hardman may be coming out there too. So it looks like he may be good to go. And we have a 2-minute warning, folks. It'd be great to score here. Can any of y'all tell me, did the Chiefs start on defense? Because if they did, then that'd be great to get the ball at half too. My TV was lagging, so I saw the Chiefs on offense, but that was later in the first. So I'm assuming they started on defense. Man, if they could punch this in, that'd be great.
And here's the balance flavor. In every sip, it's got to go.
Oh, Chiefs did get ball? Okay. The clock was just confusing me because it said it was a 5-minute drive, and then I saw those 5 minutes left in the first, and I was like, okay, either my math is not mathing up or what's going on here. Well, this would be huge then. If you score here, you need to stop Philly, of course, but it'd be good to go up on Philly at half before they get the ball.
Get the new Google.
I wish though, Kadarius Reed that we could though. Like, I don't understand why Pacheco can't be an every down back. Like, he's got the heart, he's got the power. It's just like of course, it's game planning as well. And I understand McKinnon being on a pitch count, but I think that's going to go up too. We're in the back half of the year. He needs to see the field more, specifically more than Clyde Edwards-Helaire, even though Helaire had the good handoff. But the run game should solely focus on Pacheco and McKinnon, as you mentioned. Hopefully that does change later this year. Well, or now. Oh, Teresa, if you're watching it on YouTube TV, you might have to speed it up. That's what I had to do. Teron, it feels like we haven't seen one of those in forever. That would be beautiful. Nice play action, straight to Kelsey in the middle of the field touchdown. That'd be beautiful.
The turbocharged, tech-inspired Kia Forte.
I understand that too. I would just love to see Pacheco get 20 carries and see what he can do, though. But I do understand that perspective as well. Kadarius Reed, I agree with that too as well, because I don't know if we'll retain McKinnon next year. So they definitely need to address that. Handoff Pacheco. Picks up 4. But yeah, because I don't think McKinnon may be back next year, unfortunately, because he's getting up there in age. And then I don't see Clyde Edwards-Helaire being on the team. So it'd be interesting to see if they have that complete trust in a guy like Generic Prince or Michael Pirine, or if they think they need to add to the room, which I believe they would need to. Sapphire, you're speaking my language. Yes. Get Kadarius Toney in the game. He's looked great so far today. Get him more in there. Teron, you're right. We're literally halfway through it. 8 more games. There's plenty of time. Yeah, Teresa, I just don't see CEH staying, no matter how well he does. We got a 2nd and 7, I believe, right here. They need to get this in the end zone. Hand off to Pacheco again. Pacheco continues to power through, but that's a pickup of 4 again, looks like.
Trying to give themselves some time to get the ball back before this half and see what they can do. But even going back,
We're definitely running a lot of 2 tight end sets too. And another hidden weapon too that we need to focus on heavily is Noah Gray. He's been a reliable catcher. He really has been, but I would like to see the Chiefs involve him more and see what kind of weapon he can become for now and the future. Because Kelsey's getting up there in age too, and he talked about he's thinking about retirement a lot, and he may have only 2 seasons left, so that's the position they're definitely going to have to focus on too. Ooh, that's a good question, Kadarius Reed. I think jet sweep to McKinnon. He's in there. Nope. Kelsey, touchdown. There's that man. I like it. I can dig it. Hey, Sapphire. Well, you're right. But hey, Watson's been showing up though, so I can't put too much on it. As long as the receiver shows up, I'm happy. But a Kelsey touchdown there, that's solid.
Yeah, as Chelsea comes out. Bayern is going to run with Chelsea. He gets caught up in the congestion inside.
Good to see Kelsey in the end zone. Bucker for the extra point. And Bucker, as he has always been this year, straight money.
There's that scrimmage to spring 87. Catch number 5.
Kelsey with 5 touchdowns on the year, doing his thing. I think he just eclipsed 600 yards today as well receiving, so that's huge too.
You know, I never bothered me that this kid did nothing extra. But after living in this house for so long, you start to feel a little bit. This is gonna be so fun. It's like a special bond.
Man, I didn't even see. I know there's still time left before halftime. I need this Chiefs defense not to fold under pressure. If you hold them before half, that'd be great. Man, Kadarius Reed. And I even brought this up on the channel too. It's like, it's going to be such a dilemma the Chiefs are going to be in this offseason because it's not even just Chris Jones. It's like Chris Jones, L'Jarius Sneed, Willie Gay, Drew Tranquil, Mike Edwards. Like, they got a lot of big name guys. I would love to keep them all. Hopefully they can make something work for both Chris Jones and L'Jarius Sneed. I had the hot take I want L'Jarius Sneed just because I like both. I like to have 2 shutdown corners, and also Chris Jones, he's going to eat up a lot of the cap and affect re-signing anyone. But man, if we could be in a perfect situation and keep them all, that'd be phenomenal. Yeah, Teresa, there is a lot of time left before half.
So beautiful.
Morning, Rob. Look at you.
Teron, you're probably absolutely right because 14-7 is lovely, but that can change in an instant here before half. 21-7 would have been way better. And like we saw, Coach Reed, he was trying everything to do to calm him down. He saw something was flustering him. He was probably still flustered going out there as well. Looks like he was dialed in on that drive, though, so that was good to see. Hopefully that continues. I'm just glad we saw a nice long drive get put together.
Well, Travis Kelsey.
A minute 45 left in the half. That's plenty of time for the Eagles. I need the defense to do something.
I would guess what he thinks is a pick. Yeah, you know what? They all do it. It's a soft run, but there's not enough.
We're going to complain about every touchdown. We complained about the Eagles touchdown when it was holding. Now they're saying MVS had a pick. You could call a penalty literally on every play if you really wanted to. Defense, if you could have a stop here, that'd be great.
The Super Bowl looks different in the action, but they don't have this well, especially with the beat of Chelsea.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Eagles on the 25. Come on, defense. Chris Jones, continue to be a playmaker. McDuffie on the blitz. Fumble. McDuffie's such a dog out there. We didn't recover the fumble, but man, McDuffie's a playmaker. He don't get interceptions, but he knows how to knock the football out of a player's hand. He's like, yeah, almost had to. Man, if they would have recovered that, you make it 21-7 at half. Whew. All right. I think it's 2nd and 14. Get there, Tranquil. Out of bounds. third and 11, I believe, with 58 seconds left. If Chiefs can cause an incompletion here and get the ball back with 50 seconds in a timeout, or around like 35, I shouldn't be too greedy. Let's try to get to half at 14-7. McDuffie, he might be blitzing again. Yeah, he's blitzing again. Chris Jones, Karloftis. You might call that timeout. You might call that timeout and get the ball back. It was. Karloftis has been having a phenomenal year. I think that's 7 sacks for him, if they call it a sack.
Because of how good this defense had on that series, they're going to get their own offense another offense.
Kadarius Toney, can we get one to the house? Hopefully he doesn't love it. But that would change it. That would change the whole dynamic. You hear the crowd, they live. Just build it, Tony, and if you can make a play, make a play. Go, Tony. What a play. We're already in enemy's territory. One play gets them to field goal range. Okay, let me get some of these comments because this has been that was a crazy defensive sequence. Kadarius 3, that's a great point about Brett Beach. He is a mastermind when he drafts cornerbacks, and that's what can make L'Jarius Sneed replaceable. But Sneed does do a lot. It's going to be a tough decision either way. You're right. Okay, let me get focused. If we get field goal range, there's a flag. That was the ball start. Right, Teron, the blitzing's actually working. Hurts is strong to recover that fumble because he just got that with one hand and brought it in because McDuffie was ready to pick that up. And that is what's so beautiful, George Karloftis. He's still young. He's raw. He got 7 sacks. He's got a bright future. And that's good that they called it a sack for Kadarius 3 because, one, he deserved that 7 sacks. Come on, Mahomes, hold up. Don't do it. Throw it away, yeah. If you can't get anything, you can't get anything. Take the lead 14-7, but don't force any passes. Yeah, Taylor, he's been having an inconsistent year with penalties. Like, it started hot with all those penalties, then it quieted down, and now they're starting to come back up. But if anyone does a legal formation more at right tackle, it's the guy we're playing against, Lane Johnson. Oh. It wouldn't have been a first, but you would like to see Justin Watson make that catch to make it a manageable 3rd down. Yeah, that's a straight drop by Watson. You would have loved for this team to get in field goal range with this area, but I would do a screen pass here to McKinnon, see what he can pick up. Mahomes wants it all, though. He gonna get it all, too. Come on. Justin Watson made up for that drop. Clock it. Mahomes like, hey, he was offside. Oh, is that what it was, Teron? It probably was. Oh, Mahomes may have got him offside and got us extra 5 yards. He did. Do you take one shot in the end zone, or do you try to get another pass and go for the sideline? Knowing Mahomes, he might take a shot in the end zone.
trying to get back on their side of the ball. You know, it's like, gosh, I mean, look at him. Everybody's looking at Jalen Carter.
Curious to see what the Chiefs do here. I would like to pick up a little more yards because even though Bucker's been automatic this year, the wind and rain, it plays a factor. And you got 19 seconds. You hurry up and run the ball and spike it down with anything, but we'll see how Mahomes approaches it. Yeah, I can see it being an end zone shot too, Jerome. All right, that's the first. It gets them in better field goal range. Clock that thing. There you go. 2 seconds left. That may be the right call. Depends if Bucker makes the kick. It is the right call at the end of the day, honestly, if he makes or misses the kick. Because an end zone shot could end up being a turnover unless you have your guy wide open that you wanted. But Bucker, they're showing it. 18 straight field goals. Can he make it 19? I sure as hell hope so. This is a 43-yarder. Eagles do have one timeout. If they wanted to ice them, they sure as hell can. They didn't. That dude is just automatic. He just straight cash. And we're 17-7 at halftime. This could be bad deja vu because the Eagles, didn't they have like a 10-point lead before in the Super Bowl when we came back? I'm just playing. I don't want to bring that kind of bad mojo.
Some people just know what they're doing. And if people know, she's awesome. So
All right, that's updated. 17-7. We in halftime, folks. What a first half. Of course, it ain't perfect. It ain't the prettiest thing. We had an interception in the end zone. And if you like a lot of us, this thing could be 24-7. But the fact it's 17-7 at half, it's huge. Defense doing its thing today. Chris Jones, 2 sacks. George Karlaftis, a sack. Trent McDuffie, a strip sack. Could have had a fumble. L'Jarius Sneed with a pick. Y'all, someone needs to tell these analysts out there this defense is for real. What else do they need to continue to do? Like, come on. And this offense, inconsistent again, but they move the ball up and down the field. They need to excel and improve in the red zone. They do that, they're going to be a difficult team to beat. Shoot, they already are. They may be an impossible team to beat if they get touchdowns. 17-7 at half is huge, though. Teron, you mentioned it too. This is why the bye week is so beautiful to Coach Reed. This is why he's so phenomenal after the bye week, because he does things like this. He game plans phenomenal, like crazy. And Spags, you mentioned, he's in his bag. Defense is playing great. Like Trent McDuffie mentioned, he said it. Hey, yeah, we got the Super Bowl ring. We still allowed 35 points. That is so great to hear from a young guy. Like, yeah, I got what I wanted, but the defense didn't play great. We ain't allowing 35 points this game. And right now, they're on pace to not do that. What up, Lego? Oh, yeah. I can imagine that being a tough day. Flipping them waffles back and forth. It had to be chaotic. Yeah, even with the miscues tree, so like, hey, going up 10 points at half, I can live with it. And if they can continue to correct and capitalize in the second half, that'd be huge. One thing they need to improve from that they didn't do in Germany, they need to score a point in the second half. They had a good lead on the Dolphins, and then offense disappeared. That can't be the case here. Offense, pedal to the metal. Keep this thing turning. Defense, keep getting after Jalen Hurts. Go nuts. Go bananas. What up, Tyler? Good to see you back in the chat, man. Man, that was a great first time. I'm happy. Like, I thought it's one, Chiefs game's always going to be stressful. They're going to be nail biters. It's going to be what it's going to be. But, man, to have a 10-point lead at half, I'm thrilled. And Tyler, hey, you hit it right on the head too. And I think that's what makes me more happy than anything is actually running the damn ball. It may not be as much as I want to, but when they give Pacheco his carries, he doing his thing. He's running like that grown man. And he's taking the most out of his opportunity. That's huge. And that's something I expect to see more in the second half is play ball control. Keep the ball away from the Eagles and let Isaiah Pacheco be that guy. Lego, I'm gonna be right here, so I'll see you when you back. Charlie, you hit them both right on the head. You really did. Keep feeding Pacheco, and hey, let's cut down on the penalties. It's something that Coach Reed really mentioned. Like he wants to focus on heavily on. He thinks that's been the main priority. He's like, yeah, we have all these other miscues around, but penalties is probably our leading factor. And they've had some key penalties here, specifically on offense. They'll improve. They need to cut it down, but it does happen, unfortunately. This is hilarious. I know a lot of you have seen this. I got to catch in on it. I've seen on social media that they actually made a documentary on Chiefsaholic and ESPN. I think it came out today as well too. And he actually had some comments saying he hopes Chiefs Kingdom forgives him and all that. That's nuts. He said he has his own documentary on ESPN. One, that's because of Chiefs Kingdom. ESPN is trying to capitalize huge because of the fan base of Kansas City, and they know that will get some ratings and viewings. And now we got Boomer going through the fastest 3 minutes.
Here we go with our fans. Where Tampa Bay was back.
They got the Niners, Buccaneers. The Niners trounced the Bucs. And now that everyone thinks Brock Purdy's an elite quarterback again, he's got his weapons back. The Rams with the upset this week over the Seahawks, 17-16. They lost Cooper Kupp, I don't think for a while, but he did get hurt in this. But good win for the Rams. Cowboys, they did what they needed to do against the Panthers. The Panthers, worst team in the NFL. What you expect? That's nuts. That Deron Bland has 4 pick sticks on the year. And then the Lions had a huge comeback over the Bears. Kind of frustrated me a lot because I had Jared Goff in fantasy. I thought he was going to torch the Bears. Didn't happen, but hey, he came back. Lions 8-2 for the first time in franchise history. Nuts. Browns, Steelers, you already know that was boring. But the Browns held on 113-10. Dolphins, Raiders. Raiders actually impressed me a lot in this game. I didn't think they should be in this game. Antonio Pierce has a well-coached team. They did end up losing 20-13. Bills and Jets. Jets, the Zach Wilson experience. If it wasn't over, it's officially over as Zach Wilson is now the third-string quarterback, and Tim Boyle will be their starter moving forward. Jacksonville. It looks like Jacksonville going against the Titans. Texans, Cardinals. Cardinals, they playing better. They play on that fire. But Houston, they keep rolling, going to 6-4. The funniest game of the week for me, the Chargers and Packers. What's going on? We are literally what time is it? It's 9:46 my time. It's 6:46 Pacific time, and Brandon Staley still has a job. Crazy. Chargers are like big flops. Giants beat the Commanders. But yeah, Chargers could not catch a break yesterday. I feel like it's funny. I shouldn't, but I kind of feel bad for Justin Herbert. Keenan Allen dropped a touchdown. Quentin Johnston dropped a catch that would have sealed the game and put them in field goal range. And man, they were just not catching a break for Herbert. And now they're showing the Winnipeg Blue Bombers losing against. I didn't even catch it, but my bad. If anyone out there was a CFL fan. Yeah, Teresa, that's something I am afraid of. I wish we got to play the Raiders when they were coached by Josh McDaniels. I would have had a different kind of confidence, but Antonio Pierce, he's going to have them boys ready to go. So next week is going to be, there's going to be a game. Is that one in Vegas? Are we still in Arrowhead? I'd have to check. But hopefully we can pull this. If we pull this one off, man, 8-2 would sound so lovely. Ain't trying to mess up anything, but I gotta adjust. Hopefully that makes it better. I can get that out of my way. That'd be something I would really love to see. Pacheco's been eating. He really has. You continue that trend. But get Rashid Rice on the field more. Again, kind of similar to exactly what happened against the Dolphins. Has a great catch. Then he doesn't see the field again. Now he's seen the field multiple times, but he's not being targeted. I want to see him targeted more and see what he can make out of it. Because I believe he a playmaker. He a baller. He gonna have something happen. And we got 3 minutes to go before the Kansas City Chiefs and Eagles are back from halftime. And for anyone who doesn't know, and Sharon actually helped me out with that a lot, but it just said on the ticker too, Eagles will receive the second half kickoff. So that was huge that the Kansas City Chiefs got to capitalize and go up 17-7. And also, I didn't know either. It feels like the Chiefs have been losing more frequently at home than usual, but they're actually 17-2 at home in the last 19 games. I thought that was kind of a surprising stat. I knew the home field advantage was good, but man, for some reason it seemed like we were a better road team at the league. Which Chiefs haven't been losing a lot frequently either, so. All right, it's got to be like one of the last commercial breaks before kickoff. I believe we're under a minute 30 until halftime is over.
And nothing could stop you, not even a little money. Purdue's online university for working adults. Apply now at purdueglobal.edu.
Now they're just showing all these ads. That's a new thing. If you have YouTube TV or not, it's like you have to deal with the commercials. Now you get to deal with ad breaks too. It's like if you didn't like commercials, you got another form of commercial, which is an ad break. But we back. We should be back at least. They show in the NFL broadcast commercial.
Tonight's first half highlights are presented by Target.
Man, if the Chiefs defense can come out hot, continuing to do their thing, and get the Eagles to go 3-and-out, statement would be a huge statement. You know the Eagles are going to want to do something. Sapphire, the immediate obvious answer is yes, because that's been something Coach Reed has done through his whole tenure is he eases rookies onto the field, but we're halfway through the season. It's time to throw him out there, get him with the dogs, and prove himself. And I believe he'll rise to the occasion. Okay. My Wi-Fi connection blacked me out. We're back.
We're talking about.
And Hurts was 5 for 7 for 48 yards and a touch. But Butker's getting ready to kick this thing off, and second half is about to be underway. Come on, defense. Out of the end zone, the Eagles will take over on the 25.
Inside the broadcast booth, everybody. Joe Buck, that's Troy Aikman. Here come the Eagles on offense. And, you know, this is a top 3 scoring team that was held to 7 points in that first half. How do they get it?
Yeah, start expanding this Chiefs defense. Continue to do it, too.
On both sides of the ball, 5 sacks defensively. They had 120 yards rushing.
All right, let's go. Eagles, 1st and 10 on the 25. They got Boston Scott in the backfield. Swift in motion. Handoff Scott. Good tackle by Karloftis. It's still a pickup of 4, though.
Yeah, Joe, Nick Sirianni said at halftime, they've got to establish a great drive period. So we've just been behind because of the sacks and mistakes we've made, but also some good things.
And the obvious. So they come out, the sideline reporter mentioned that Sirianni wants to put up a good drive here. So if they get enemy territory, this could be 4-down territory. Sirianni really wants to keep this a game. Defense got to change that up. Hand off to Swift. Stumbled in the backfield. Dana gets the tackle. That's a loss of 1. And we got 3rd down. Man, if you stop him here on 3rd down, that's huge. Come on, defense. The middle of the field's wide open, so this is the blitz, or they're going to bail out of it. Stone cold. George Karloftis. These boys are playing today. These boys showed up today.
I agree with you, Joe. It sure looked like it was a design quarterback draw. And Chris Jones, he just beats Kelsey right away.
Yeah, Chris Jones beat Jason Kelsey. It was a design run. They thought they could get there. Jason Kelsey rarely gets beat. Here's a punt. All right, just filled it cleanly and then return it. Go, Tony. Ooh. I think he's okay. Kadarius Toney took a shot to the back. Chris Jones is playing out of his mind today. Hey, let's get another touchdown. Hey, Colin Cowherd. He said the Kansas City Chiefs were going to get blown out today. Wouldn't it be funny if they reversed the roles and they blew out the Eagles? Yeah, Kadarius Reed. I think the statement's getting stronger and stronger every sack that happens. Yeah, you may need to pay the man after today. Hey, I think if all the Chiefs Kingdom puts together GoFundMe for Chris Jones, I think we can have him set for life. Teron, I think just so everyone, you're meaning the matchup, right? Chris Jones over Jason Kelsey. Hey, like I said, I'll help chip in too. I don't have that much to my name, but I'll help. Yeah, I think that's another underrated part of stuff I you mentioned as well is Kadarius Toney's having a quiet game, and he's looking good. Like, he's having such an underrated game. He needs to be involved more. Punt, receiving, get him on the field.
Health insurance doesn't cover.
That's what I figured you were going with.
Before the storm? No. This is Jim's time.
Oh, Teresa, that's a good question. If I would have to guess, I would think it'd have to be between either the Ravens or Browns. That's the best defense in the league. I would have to guess. Because both those defenses are playing phenomenal. Browns are literally only good this year because of their defense.
See how rough the upcoming schedule is for Philadelphia. All game with the Bills.
Man, offense, put up a touchdown here. Chiefs back on the field. 1st and 10 on the 21. Pacheco handoff. Busted outside. Took the late hit, but picked up 15. It's like if you hit that grown man, it just built him up.
He's been able to get on the edge. Donovan Smith, the left tackle, he's able to secure it. Nobody's then out there in order to turn everything back to the inside. And Pacheco at his speed finishes it all.
Keep giving it to him. Keep letting him do his thing. All right, 1st and 10 for the Chiefs. Play action, beautiful too. It's a pitch to Pacheco. Takes it up. It's holding. It's coming back. It was obvious hold on Jawan Taylor. You ain't getting away from that.
Offense number 65.
Oh, it was on Trey Smith, actually. Okay.
First down. Penalty number 8 on the year, the 5th hold against Trey Smith.
Oh, Teron, you might have been right. You did hint at that. That may have been something. But also, the Kansas City Chiefs having put the Eagles in position to do the tush push, which has been beautiful.
Right guy ball, Trey Smith.
Kadarius Reed, he doesn't just like it. He loves it. He's a crazy man. He wants to hit. Clyde Edwards-Helaire's in the game, so I wonder how he's going to touch the ball here because you know he's touching it on 1st and 20. Yep. Okay. He got that little grown man strength, picked up like 9. I can respect it. The 2 touches Clyde Edwards-Helaire has had today looked really good. Picked up 8.
On 1st down that they're able to pick up, and it's just been over and over the job that the offensive line has been able to do in getting up on people and blocking and giving the running backs a place to go with the ball. So the difference tonight compared to the first 9 games of the season for this Eagles defense.
Rasheed Rice is out there. He's in motion too. Kadarius Toney's out there. Kelsey's in motion. Okay, there's a lot going on. Mahomes wanted deep, but he runs, slides, picks up 10. It'll be 3rd and 1, maybe 3rd and 2.
You get so caught up in trying to cover these receivers, you're going to see what Patrick Mahomes sees as he drops back and doesn't immediately like what he sees. And out
3rd and 1. This is prime. You give it to Isaiah Pacheco and let him pick up a yard. Oh, 3rd and 3? I guess it starts with the slide. Okay. I thought 3rd and 2 at worst. Get it to Rice. Oh! I can, but I can't. I don't want to blame Mahomes too much. He tried to make a phenomenal throw. He felt the pressure, and he just lofted it, and he was getting hit. That sucks. Kelsey was wide open, too. If Mahomes was standing in the pocket still, he would have had Kelsey all day, but yeah, he was getting brought down. Sucks. I wish that pass would have delivered. And that keeps the Eagles in the game.
And that ball just got away from Mahomes.
That's not that great of a punt. That sucks. That wasn't great a punt. That sucks. That drive ended like that too. That looked like it could have been a promising drive. Oh, was Bryce? I'm not surprised that Bryce was open. I think honestly, what Mahomes wanted to do initially, I think his first guy was covered. Whoever the first guy was, I don't know. And then he wanted to trust his leg. And then when he ran forward, he's like, "Oh shit, Kelsey's wide open." And then he played hero ball and chucked it up.
The Purple Game, presented by Verizon, Sunday, February 4th. Get your tickets now.
Yeah, Kadarius Reed, I think it's a little bit of both. I think he realized Kelsey was late, got open late, and because it looked like he had all intentions of running for that 3 yards. And then when he looked upfield, he's like, "Oh damn." Yeah, I think he did on that a lot. Hopefully the defense can continue to do their thing though. That's another drive where it's like, damn, you could have made something out of that.
Like the neighbors, State Farm said, call a click to get a boat set. They said earning a degree was going to dictate my schedule. But
Yeah, Teresa, it's not the worst thing, but I would have definitely left some points there.
4 a.m. or just whenever I have the time. Learn how you can earn a
Because the Eagles still very much in this game.
EDU.
It's kind of a resemblance of the Dolphins game. A touchdown, it's like, uh-oh, we got a game.
6 months of Apple One, all on it.
This is the story of how Coach Topia came to be.
Yeah, it's wrong. I mean, valid points. We see it week in and week out. We really do. Like, Chiefs have the opportunity to put their foot on a team's neck, and then missed opportunities to keep it a game. And hopefully, this is not what evolves in this one.
Try a toasty, melty, delicious breakfast for lunch panini today. Only at Wawa.
Yeah, as everyone mentioned, even with you, Kadarius Reed as well, even the easy pass to Rice. And it's something Mahomes, he's going to continue to learn. He's still got time to learn. Like Teron mentioned, he's a developing go. There's craft to his game that will get better.
Different kinds of positions. We've seen Chris Jones, he's got a couple sacks, but Duffy coming off the slot.
All right, defense back on the field again. Let's do your thing.
Enough time in order to be able to exploit some of the things that are there down the field. Chris Jones had a couple of sacks in a 3-play span. Hurts against the blitz tonight, 1 for 3 with a pick and 3 sacks. Look at the 5 that he suffered so far tonight.
Arrowhead's getting loud. We're gonna need that. We're gonna need the chatter, and we're gonna need the defense. Willie Gay looks on the blitz. He might come out of it. Hurts recognized it. Drew Tranquil's on the blitz now.
There's another blitz. Eagles pick this one up.
Out of bounds. Good coverage by Snead. That Snead's a smart corner back there. He's like, I'm gonna let the sideline be a defender as well.
Previous 3 drives for the Eagles. 3 punts, 1 first down. 70 of
That's just a smart cornerback play right there, knowing where the sideline is at and forcing AJ Brown that way.
and they've been in the first long one of the third downs that they have faced.
Devontae Smith in motion. Oh, that would have been beautiful. This is where it is, 3rd and 1. We all know what's happening. Yep, we all know what's happening here. So give them the first. But like Aikman mentioned, oh, they're not doing the tush push? They should have done their tush push. I don't know what they was thinking. Willie Gay is playing out of his mind today. I do not know why the Eagles didn't do the tush push. That was your first 3rd and short all game. That's crazy. I thought we were getting the tush push there. That's nuts. Punt it away, Kadarius Toney builds it. breaks the tackle. Kadarius Tony's so nimble. I am stunned they didn't go for the tush push. I really am. That would have kept their drive going. Offense. Eagles are literally asking you to blow them out. Put up points. Literally put up points. The defense is doing their job again. That's weird too. The NFL will capitalize on anything they can, and same with Amazon too. And we're gonna get a Black Friday game with Jets and Dolphins. I know Bezos was hoping he'd have Aaron Rodgers out there, so it's not gonna be the same kind of game you wanted. But interesting having a game on Friday night. We don't usually get that or ever get that. Yeah, Kadarius, read it. I would say the Chiefs are going to try to do specifically at the left tackle. Donovan Smith to fill in, so I expect that to be addressed next year, whether it be draft or free agency. Jawan Taylor is going to be their answer for the next few years, so they're going to hope to develop him right, and we'll have to see how that moves. He's actually, I think he's ranked 10th for right tackles right now, so as much as an inconsistency can be, I'm happy he's playing top 10 level, but definitely room for improvement there. And truthfully, yeah, I'm shocked too. The only time they had the chance to go for a tush push and they didn't, that's what they're known for. I don't know why they didn't do it. Yeah, Teron. Literally, this team is hard to beat already. If the offense can actually show rhythm, they're impossible to beat. That offense and defense, I don't see no one touching us. Hopefully the offense shows life here. All right, 1st and 10 for the Chiefs on the 29. Handoff Pacheco. He tackled for a loss of 1.
Down to Kelsey, who she may have an empty seat somewhere.
It's still raining.
More on that whole situation. Let's check in with Lisa Salt.
Yeah, no, well, for those watching
The Chiefs really need to do something in this drive. This defense is playing phenomenal, but we've seen at times too when it gets to the 4th quarter, the D does allow points. So offense, you need to help them out here. It's 2nd and 10, so they didn't lose a yard. First read, Kelsey again. Kelsey picks up 8, though, makes it 3rd and manageable, so I can live with that. But you need to pick up this 3rd and short.
Travis gets up and
yeah, Kelsey got up a little gimpy, but 3rd and short, he's not going to be on the field, so here's time for someone to step up and make a play. And Mahomes has no other option, so he's got to trust one of these guys.
He knows when he's protected. He knows when he can roll it. He knows when he's got to get the ball out. He knows when.
Kadarius Toney and McKinnon in the backfield. McKinnon's in motion. Oh, Rasheed Rice had his man beat on a slant too. If there's no damn flag. And then Mahomes is looking at him too. And there's a false start on Jawan Taylor. Penalties keep racking up.
Gimpy going over the sideline as he lands awkwardly on that left knee. Tackled by Byard, but he's
Again, you were putting 3rd and short. Now it's 3rd and 7, not 3rd and long, but kind of. And now Kelsey's back out there, so we don't get to see what would actually happen. Hopefully he depends on someone else. But Kelsey's open, I guess, get it to him. Going deep. And he over. I get so frustrated with that, man. I really do. Like the only time we call deep calls is on third, and Mahomes air shots it all the time. Like it's so frustrating. And Watson was open. You could tell Andy Reid was cussing behind that. But again, this offense is continuing to ask Philly to win the game or get back to the game. Good punt, but no one's back there. And a great return. This is going to be, I already know it. This is going to be a nail biter. It's only moments away before the Eagles make this 17-14. You can't really blame a receiver there. Oh, maybe you could. Miscommunication. Watson was going inside where a safety was, and Mahomes threw it outside, but still, it would have been overthrown regardless. But at the end of the day, Sapphire mentioned as well, it's like you had a 3rd and 2. It would have been more manageable to pick up 2 yards and 7, and safety decided to air mail it.
What is the point of being thrown in if I can't have something? Photo of Navy, you'll save it to body full of buckaroo. It's a real bada boom situation. This Friday only.
Yeah, that's wrong. He hurried that throw. Like he just saw Watson beat his man, and he just chucked that thing up there. He didn't even give the play really time to develop.
Oh, I didn't serve. What if your spouse, parent, or grandparent served in the military? You can join USA.
Yeah, my grandma did.
Yeah, I don't know for Kadarius Reed for the offseason next year, and we'll definitely get more into that once that time comes. But seeing those names right away, I would have liked Teron Smith like 6 years ago, but now I know he's up there in age, and I don't know if he's still elite like he once was. And right tackle, they're going to stick with Jawan Taylor, unfortunately, for a lot of people. So we're just going to have to get used to that. He's going to have to develop into his role.
Universal Orlando is your let loose. Live it up. There's nothing like being a pass over the place.
I'm hoping the defense can stay strong. I really am. But I know it's only a matter of time before with how great they play, they do allow points in the fourth quarter. Not a lot, but we've seen it in the Dolphins game where Miami scored a touchdown and got it back to make it seem like it was about to be a game again. This looks like it's on that same kind of trend as well. Yeah, Steph, I mean, we've been saying that about MVS all year. Where's he been all year? But he hasn't even been on the field today. All right, defense. Shamari Connors looks like he wants to come on a blitz, called out of it. We need a pick 6. Incomplete. It worked. I don't like George Karlaftis usually in coverage, though.
Joe Grant Calcaterra, the tight end for the Eagles, is questionable to return.
For the Eagles. 2nd and 10. Okay, this is huge. Make it 3rd and long again. Shamari Connors is still in the game. I'd love an interception. Felix Anudike Uzama's in the game too, actually. Wide open. Oh, this froze up on me. Hold on, let me refresh. Okay, hopefully that clicked back in. I probably lost a lot of you guys because connection went out on me again. But yeah, it's not looking good so far this drive. DeAndre Swift had a huge gain on this. The Eagles are now in the red zone, and this is typical Chiefs fashion, as I mentioned. Defense plays out, but there's times they can get got, and they do get got sometimes in the fourth where it can become a close game. Third and 5. I gotta believe this is 4 down territory. No, not 4 down, because the field goal still makes it a 1-score game. Hurts touchdown. The offense continues to screw us. I mean, the defense allowed the touchdown. But yeah, that sucks. It's every game has got to be a game.
It wasn't much. That was well. Well, McDuffie is coming off the slot. Hurts sees it.
It's just stupid, man. It's offense had so many opportunities to not make this a game. And here we are. Every time. And just like that, it's 17-14, folks.
To the NFL since his first start in 2020. It's remarkable. Right up the middle.
That's so frustrating, man. Don't get resemblance of the Super Bowl and vice versa, though. The Eagles had a 10-point lead on us in the Super Bowl, and they lost that game. Yeah, no, Kadarius, you're absolutely right. I mean, it's good to win in tough situations, but as well too, it's like I'm getting antsy. I want to see this offense play consistent. We've seen one game this year, and it was against the Bears. Like it just gets frustrating. That's all. And it's like Kansas City had many of opportunities to, even if Eagles score 14, like it could be 24-14, and now they're only winning by a field goal.
This is the story of the airport, and it can feel a little out of your hands. But what if, instead of being stuck in line, the United app could help you?
Teron, you keep hitting it right on the head. I agree too. Kansas City, we've been saying this, like Kansas City's got to come out, and I love that the defense plays so phenomenal and great, but there's got to be a time where this offense can support. And we're getting way too far in the season where it's going to play. It's going to come around. Well, we're week 11. I thought it was going to come around end of October, early November. Next game is about to be first week of December or end of November.
So I found a plan for just $34 a month.
Signing up was so easy, it only took me 30 minutes to find a plan for $13 a month. All plans cover doctor visits, prescriptions, emergency care, and more. Healthcare.gov is here for you. Enroll by
That's every game, Teresa. It's in the Miami. It's a trend. I hope they can score. If Kadarius Toney is returning this kickoff, I just hope he takes it to the house. Charlie, you're absolutely right. They got to take advantage of the opportunity. Like Eagles can control the clock if they wanted to. You got to put up points and keep the pressure on them. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I would love if they kept giving it to Pacheco. They need to put points. Just plain and simple. I can't even say move the ball because they've moved the ball and still haven't put up points. They need to put up points.
By a tight end in NFL history.
All right, here we go, folks. Give me something to be excited about offense. Play action. Rashee Rice. Picked up 16 yards. The dude does stuff special when you get the ball in his hands. Continue to do it.
For an easy completion, but yeah, you look at this game, Joe. Overall,
Like the Eagles are not even respecting him. Wide open. If they're going to do that, continue to throw it.
gets caught in the traffic,
And look at that. He's out of the game. Go figure.
the defense makes some stops while their offense was struggling.
Pitch to Pacheco. There's the flag. It's going to be on Kelsey.
Kelsey is pleading his case. Oh, offense number 87.
Yeah, Kelsey, you can plead your case all you want, but that was obvious. And penalties continue to bite this team in the ass. 1st and 10 goes to 1st and 20 now.
What you call that, John? A hook and turn? Is that what? Yeah,
Yeah, it's really obvious.
a hook and turn. We got it all down. We just call it a penalty. That's the third holding call on Kansas City. This game makes it 1st and 20. They have been
Kansas City is their own worst enemy. They really are.
this year. Mahomes, Rice, tapped down.
Good catch by Rice. Mahomes threw it a little behind him, though, but picks up like 5, 6 maybe.
G. Rice, who
You need to keep getting him the ball.
used to work out with in Texas prior to the draft. Came back
And again, back out. What is this? He makes a catch and you take him out? I don't get it. Like, no wonder dudes can't get rhythm. You take him out after one damn catch.
signed off on him. Red Beef being a good GM that he is. He drafted
Going deep again. Of course, MVS is going to make. There's a flag. Are they calling a PI?
Pass to the Birds. Defense number 2.
I'll take the flag.
That is the 4th Eagles penalty of the game, all on their defense. Well, there's the grab.
That really wasn't a grab, but hey, if you want, I mean, I'll take it. Pacheco's in motion. Rashee Rice is in the slot. Can we get Rice the ball? It's probably a big run, which I won't be mad at.
16 Pacheco.
Pick up about 2. Yeah, Kadarius Reed, it's unfortunate. I mean, penalties happen. You can only do so much with them. You just hope a team can just capitalize off mistakes and avoid them at all costs. And Teron, you're right. Rhythm is a huge factor in the NFL. If you got it, you got to roll with it. And hopefully Kansas City can grab it back.
Yelling at each other. 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8. Going deep again. These dudes suck going deep. I'm going to tell you, they're straight garbage. I wouldn't even take deep shots. MVS didn't even know what route he was running.
Take your shot. With a deep shot opportunity, he takes it, and it looked like, he definitely has a step. Got a chance. They get tangled up. I didn't know exactly what Mark was.
What is MVS doing? Ring around the rosy? What are we doing? Why'd you do all those turns? That made no damn sense. Did you get lost in the light?
On the play, Kadarius Toney is incomplete. So there's a flag.
It's going to be false start. We call it.
Contact. Defense number 39.
I'll take the legal contact. That's the only thing helping us move down the field. Thank you, Darius Slay. You're our biggest offensive player so far today.
Slot. Corner spot.
Yeah, you guys seen. I don't know what MVS was doing acting like he on a dance floor break dancing. There was no reason to turn around 17 times.
Pretty much, but they got it. And yeah, Eli Ricks is, they've had to rotate quite a few people in here. Roby was back tonight. He was down for a while, so Eli Ricks been having to play it. Sidney Brown. Ricks that's kind of a new position for him inside. He struggled some in coverage.
He wants to go deep again. Pacheco fell. This offense, man, like this passing is like comical right now. It was deflected, but still, like nothing looks comfortable. This isn't the old Kansas City Chiefs passing attack. I know we're all aware of it, man.
He's trying to cover up these receivers with the amount of time that he took both of them to get open.
Hardman, Watson's on the field. Sky Moore's out there. Hardman's in motion. I just want to make a play. Hardman with the catch. Picked up like 8, so it's gonna be like, I'll say 3rd and 3 because that's what it typically is. Yeah, Teresa. Yeah, I mean, you're very, yeah. I don't understand why, even like this, like, why can't receivers stay in? Hardman has a pickup of 8 yards. You would think, okay, rhythm. Now get his ass out off the field. I don't get why we just can't keep the same set out there. That's what hurts the team more than anything. Well, 3rd and 3. Rashee Rice is back in the game. But where is Kelsey out there? Because who he looked at? Oh, well, McKinnon with the handoff. Okay. I didn't expect them to run it on 3rd and 3. That was a nice surprise.
A really nice job up front. Picking up what the Eagles were bringing.
Kadarius Reed, I think they can get out of MVS's contract next year, and I think this will probably be the last year we see MVS as a Chief. It's been frustrating. I don't know what dance moves he was on, if he thought he was in the club. I try to give him an excuse that he lost the ball in the light. That doesn't make sense. Pacheco got hit in the backfield. He probably got back to the line. Teron, that's what he was doing. I don't know how else to describe what MVS was doing. I would like that Kadarius. I mean, really, going into the offseason, if it's not T. Higgins, I believe they'll make a play for a wide receiver. That would be interesting development.
Think free overnights. Early payday.
Teron, I did notice that with McKinnon. I'm glad he picked it the first, but yeah. He didn't look as explosive, but what is he, like 31, 32 now? That's why I think we all love him. And he's been remarkable, but I don't know how much longer he got in the league. They would have money. It depends on how they value their money. Kansas City will have a lot of money going into the offseason next year, but they also got a lot of big name players to sign. So it just depends on how they want to use it. Teresa, valid. Good things happen when they run the football. It really does. Teron, thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Hey, I can't even bust those kind of dance moves that MVS was doing out there. It was kind of impressive if it wasn't on the football field.
When you want to fix your business, you can train, tune, and employ AI, all with trusted data. Let's create.
I'm still gonna be lost. I don't even know what he was doing. Like literally was break dancing and ring around the rosy. Like it was literally ring around the rosy dancing for a kindergartner.
Yeah, how about Cook?
Can't wait to see Dancing with the Stars celebration of my era.
Now my TV won't. It's either my computer or it's the TV. What's going on here? Kadarius, I don't know who that is. Oh, okay, maybe you had it incorrect. I still don't know who that is, but I haven't really done too much. I frequently watch college football, but not too much. I dive into that in the off season, so I'll learn more about these college players once that time does come. But hey, we're into the fourth quarter, and we got a 17-14 game. Kansas City's driving. Is it first and 10? I forgot what. Yeah, first and 10. Kadarius Toney's in motion. Look at that. All reliable. Picks up 5. You know what I noticed too? We're speaking of people who lost their wiggle. Don't hate me for this, but I've seen Kelsey move those hips a little better last year. But hey, don't shoot me for that. As of late, he seems to get tackled off that wiggle right away too. He's having a phenomenal year, don't get me wrong. But I've seen those hips move better before on the field. And he's also taking a lot of shots like that one. That was, well, one is the defender took a way worse shot. And now we're back to commercial break, injury timeout. I would love for the Chiefs to score a touchdown here and make this a 10-point game again. Just, let me relax. Can I not be stressed? I love that the possibility. Because even if you kick a field goal, it's worthless. What does 20-14 really do? You can lose by 1 point still. I need a touchdown. Well, that's a good comparison for a football player. Hopefully, he's not like Antonio Brown off the field.
Stunning. Get the new Google Pixel 8 for $0 at googlestore.com.
Crazy or be lazy.
Must be a serious injury. Usually there's a 30-second timeouts, but if he's still on the field, this is a longer injury timeout break. Hopefully everything's okay.
I'm Joshua Muddy. I reinvent beat up shoes. And officially, I love to make things better. I champion it better tomorrow. So with the youth champion.
Sapphire, you have never said a more true comment. I think we do it every year. We want the top guy, and that never happens. We signed Richie James. Third and 6. Hopefully they pick this up. Tony, you gotta have awareness there. On the Chiefs, unleash the tush push. Nobody would expect it. I would love if they ran the tush push for a team that doesn't even do a quarterback sneak. Come on, do it. Tush push. Nope. Well, hey, give it to the grown man. He'll get a yard. I love that too. I've argued that. Third and short, give it to Pacheco. He will always get a yard. And they had him in like a fullback formation, which hey, I love to see.
was able to at least affect enough. Not
Y'all better get a touchdown. Pacheco in motion. Oh, there's the wiggle I like to see. He fumbled. Bro, it don't effing matter. It don't. This team sucks in the red zone. Every time. A Mahomes interception, that's 7 points off the board. Kelsey fumble, probably 7 points off the board. This team deserves to lose this game. Like, God, this is ridiculous. Again, it's not, well, it is offense, but they drive, they pick up yards. They're dog shit in the red zone. Complete dog shit.
For Kansas City, that is 2 red zone turnovers tonight. The interception by Mahomes, who fired getting it, and now the fumble.
And now we got to hope for the defense again. Man, I love this defense, but I'm tired of them having to be the ones to bail us out. Pick. Damn it. If A.J. Brown wasn't there, McDuffie has his first pick. And what a play by what? Snead?
Snead to block him to protect this throw, but Snead.
Man. McDuffie just can't get an interception. It sucks.
Well, they're lucky to still have possession of the ball. You see how Snead just attacks it, and McDuffie then also.
I forgot Julio Jones was the Eagle. Yeah, Kadarius Reed, I'm excited to see once offseason comes. What I hear, this is a good wide receiver draft class. I don't know if it matters. If Kelsey's still on the team, Mahomes is going to target whoever any receiver. Sapphire, I'm saying the same thing. This is a huge third down. The offense needs the ball back. Well, actually, the defense needs to get a pick six. Mike Edwards on the. Damn it. You gotta love this defense. You do. I'm just sick and tired of them being put in this situation. I really am.
Some of this pressure that the Chiefs have been able to put on Jalen Hurts is what led to those first and second down throws, trying to get the ball out. You know, Hurts just trying to get what he.
This game should be a blowout. Tony, can you please return it? Just return it, Tony. Ooh, he got hit right in the leg. I'm surprised he. Hey, you see that dance move? MVS needs to take lessons. That one works. But no one's knees can bend like Kadarius Toney. Yeah, Teron, I completely agree. This defense, each and every week bails this team out, and they play phenomenal. And against the high-powered offense like Dolphins and Eagles, they rise to the occasion. Hand off Pacheco. Pick up a yard, maybe back to the line.
Well, this Kansas City offense, as Chiefs fans know, over the last few weeks.
Kadarius Reed, that's also a good point as well. We've basically avoided running back screens, wide receiver screens. Our playbook don't look anything as it did last year. And I know a lot of you going to chime in. That could be an enemy effect. I don't know, but the playbook don't change. I know that. And the play calling is Reed. So I don't know.
But protecting the football, the two red zone turnovers that you talked about, and they've still not gotten a real big chunk play.
Come on, offense.
Second down and 9. Incomplete.
I ain't gonna blame that on Rasheed Rice. He should have caught it, but that was low, and he wouldn't have made a play on. He would have been tackled right there. So,
The first time. Under Mahomes.
and there goes Rice off the field.
85 yards tonight.
You're nuts, man. We need to pick this up. I don't believe we will, but unless there's a defensive penalty. That's the only thing bailing us out today. It looks like a blitz unless they. Good pickup. Of course, go deep on 3rd and 1. What a throw by Mahomes. What a catch by Watson. This is why he throws to Watson. He literally is wide receiver number 1.
17 yards. So good. You watch a lot of
And one underrated part in all that, McKinnon with the pickup pass block was phenomenal.
free run. And Patrick Mahomes, he hangs in there.
Needed that.
See that blanket that's coming in on Mahomes. And this ball was perfect. I mean, you couldn't place it any better than what Mahomes just did.
Pacheco pick up a 2, quick catch. Yeah, that was the perfect scheme to get him open. And yeah, you're right. If you're gonna chuck it, it's gonna be those kind of plays. Like one, that was a. Why was Mahomes do the other plays that were chucked? He had basically almost all the time in the world to throw besides one of them. That one he's under duress and he's money. Sky Moore's in motion. MVS and Watson are in the game. Pacheco's in motion now. This is gonna be a run play. Oh no, it's not. Sky Moore with the catch. Oh, nice spin by Sky. Picked up 4. You need to score here. I don't know how much. I don't know what the defense can do, but they've been phenomenal. But man, I hate that they got to continue to be put in a position. 3rd and 4. Rasheed Rice is back in the game. McKinnon's lined up as a wide receiver. Kelsey's in motion. I almost said my auto. That's like the commercial. I don't know why that was the first thing that popped in my head. Oh, man. I say go for it. I trust the defense. Of course, we're just going to pin them. This offensive. Man, I don't even know what I want to say. They're just terrible. That was straight through Watson's hands. That should have been a catch. Watson will have one good play, one bad play. Inconsistency. Kind of the theming of his team. Hopefully we pin him. Damn, and then Watson missed it. God, 2 bad plays by Watson. Oh, we get this team. The lighting in Arrowhead must be a son of a gun, I swear, because Watson did a 360 around that ball before it touched the ground, too.
Coach, State Farm. Well, that's your institution.
Saving home and auto insurance.
Kadarius Reed, that would be a good move. I see him going back to the Bills. They're not as an offensive coordinator. I can see the Bills firing their coach if things go sour. And Dable can be their head coach. They probably really miss him.
Just another way to save with a personal price line. Find a good neighbor.
Again, I don't know how many stops this defense has. The defense literally need to score a pick 6. I don't know if this offense is scoring again. I really don't. McDuffie on the blitz. Can we talk about how much of a dog McDuffie is? He is playing phenomenal. Him and Chris Jones are having an outrageous game.
too deep.
He really wants the interception so badly. I want him to get one. I want him to get one tonight. Jones, screen. I wish the Chiefs knew how to run a screenplay. The Eagles rarely do it. It works every time.
So he had a big play on this exact same play earlier. They run it's the middle screen to Swift. He starts like he's going wide on the
Sapphire, you keep saying true statements. They just don't. And they put themselves in jeopardy to lose games more than win games. McDuffie looks like he's on the blitz again. He could have jumped that one too if he wanted to, but he didn't. He played that one softer in coverage. Teron, I'm glad to see you on that McDuffie bandwagon.
no tight end. And I mentioned it earlier in the game when they showed it. It's a formation and a personnel package that they've not used all year. But they're using it tonight as a necessity. One, because Dallas Goedert's out, but then also because they lost their other tight end, Calcaterra. And they're some of their best drives.
Come on, defense. We need you to play.
Two remaining tight ends. Time runs out. Stoll is the target.
3rd and 5.
I'm not sure exactly where Jalen Hurts' eyes were on this play because Devontae Smith is running an inside route in the intermediate area of the field, and there was nobody around.
Yeah, Teresa, that is true. Every time we're in the red zone, it seems like we turn the ball over. Nowadays, I just want Butker to kick a field goal in the red zone. 3rd and 5. Don't make it 4th and manageable. They'll go for it. Well, don't give up the 3rd either. I hate this. But the offense has no one to blame but themselves. The defense, this happens every game. Like, the defense gets worn out because the defense is on the field all damn game. Kadorius, I really don't know too much about offensive coordinators in college that much to give a wise input on that. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. I'd love a turn going deep. I don't feel like we're going to walk out of here with the W today, folks. I don't know what to say. I have no faith in this offense. And now the defense has been on the field far too long. And it just prime matchups. Mike Edwards had a phenomenal year, but you're going to take Devontae Smith over Mike Edwards all day.
A touchdown is the call, but again, a flag on the play. Offside, defense, line up in the neutral zone. That penalty's the time.
This is reminiscent of the Super Bowl. The Chiefs had a 10-point. I mean, the Eagles had a 10-point lead and lost it. Chiefs had a 10-point lead. They're on the verge of losing it, and it's all the offense's fault. And honestly, I may be pushing the panic button on this offense because it's really getting kind of pathetic. And next week's week 12, and I just don't have no hope. I'm getting tired of seeing our defense getting put in such a terrible position when they play their asses off. And then the only reason the Eagles have 21 points is because Chiefs offense allowed it. How often does this defense have to go on a football field? it sucks that we have a phenomenal offense, but now a phenomenal defense, but now our offense is shit. We can never be in sync. All these years we've been praying for a great defense. And now we get one. We can never be a complete team. That's frustrating, man.
With 16 grams of protein per can and chunky spicy chicken noodles, soup that eats like a meat.
I know that you know your husband is Carol. Tell me what you like. A better plan is to run. They will in any condition.
Yep. I mean, Toronto, I can't argue it. Like, they had 2 crucial turnovers in the red zone. That's 14 points right there. Now what? We're supposed to expect them to do something here? I mean, I'll get excited if they do, but they haven't done nothing. Again, this is exactly like the Miami game. No points in the second half once again. It's pathetic. Mr. 100B, I really want to believe it. I do, but man, this offense has been hard to watch. This defense I'm in love with. I don't know. Even if we eke out this one, it's like the same issues are still on the board. Man, you're probably right, Steph. I don't know the issue. I wish I knew the whole issue. So, but this offense just isn't what it once was.
Devontae Smith in the slot. Mike Edwards, 21, is who then has to pick him up and run with him. And that's not a fair foot race. And Devontae Smith is going to win that. That ball was underthrown just a little bit. But Devontae Smith does such a great job of slowing down and tracking this in the air. Both he and A.J. Brown do it.
I can't argue with Toronto. I really can't. I would love to, but I can't.
Reception in that Super Bowl that set up a touchdown for them as well. And so the big plays that the Chiefs have been unable to get, the Eagles able to get Devontae Smith to take the lead in this game. That 41-yarder is the longest play of this game to set up the touchdown push by Jalen Hurts. Friday night, it's another NBA doubleheader. The Miami Heat take on the New York Knicks in Madison Square Garden, 7:45 Eastern.
But Kadarius Reed, I don't believe Nagy's calling the plays. I believe that's still Coach Reed. I mean, if the enemy couldn't call the plays, I don't see why Nagy would get that privilege.
Super Bowl to win that game 38-35. The Eagles hoping to do the same tonight. The 17-7, a 10-point game at that.
Oh, yeah, let me update this thing. Reluctantly.
Up by 4 with 6 to go. Well, it's been a bend but don't break defense for Philadelphia here in the second half. I mean, they've tightened some things up. And they get the takeaway down there in the red zone. And, they've been able to pitch this shutout in the second half and kind of wait for their offense to get it going a little bit. They finally did it. This is out of the reach of Marquez Valdez.
What the fuck are we doing? Why is MVS every time he's out there swimming, doing dance moves? I don't even know if that's catchable or not, but I'm trying to see MVS out there. If you don't pick up this 3rd and 8, like I said, I have no hope for this. And it's sad. Usually I'm never put in a position to where I don't. Did he get the encroachment to make it closer?
This play down. Brandon Graham came across. The officials confer. See how they rule this because Brandon Graham comes to the neutral zone and will start.
Oh my God. This game is over, folks. I just don't know what to say. Kansas City keeps kicking themselves in the ass. Offense ain't doing nothing. Like, Everyone wants to say, oh, this is the reality check when you got your ass beat by Denver.
Yeah, the center movement, I don't see it as quick enough, which will create the false start. These linemen get up softly, slowly, look at the quarterback. I don't see it the way that they did. So he goes against the Chiefs to make it 3rd and 12. Mahomes is able to try to get to the
It's over.
but it's 4th down. This crowd's still upset by that false start call.
You can be upset about a false start call all you want. You really could be. They wasn't going to pick up 8 yards. So they wasn't picking up 12. They wasn't picking up 8. They're not picking up anything. This offense has been complete trash. And if you want to blame the refs, go ahead. You're just putting a Band-Aid over the real issue. It's not the case. Like, they play garbage. So everyone can do all they want. They wasn't picking up 8 yards. And now you can't stop a punt. Good job.
Yard return by Brittany County. Take a look at the electric play brought to you by Mercedes-Benz. Devontae Smith, well, he's been busy tonight. And for a guy that they talked a lot about.
That's probably what's going to happen because, I mean, one, the thing our defense sucks at is stopping the run. And get ready. Here comes a lot of runs.
Devontae Smith, he's a legit big time, big play. It's a great 1-2 punch with him and A.J. Brown. And it's shocking that they've been able to do what they've done here. A.J. Brown has 1 catch for 8 yards. And Devontae Smith has been the guy who's come on. It's
over.
I think anytime you can get it behind Jason Kelsey, it's pretty good. And I mean, I've mentioned it a couple times in this game. It's just hard. I don't know what he's thinking, but it's hard to imagine that this might be it. When I watch him and see him play at the level that he does, I was kind of hinted around that the end of his career is coming sooner than people may want. Certainly the Eagles, if you're going to play next week, it's Eagles. Okay. Second down and 1 here is a push by Hurts.
I don't understand either. There's no way to stop the push, but prime example not to do it is jumping over the line. You're just taking one guy away to get underneath. Everyone should go underneath, but it's an impossible play to stop.
Tonight is the night 0-3 against his younger brother Travis, including the postseason in the NFL. You guys who grew up in Cleveland Heights, Ohio.
They'll probably take up the whole 5 minutes, call it game.
Great job by this Kansas City defense. And a loss of 2 on that carry by Swift. The Kelsey brothers both played football at the University of Cincinnati. Mason drafted by the Eagles in 2011, Travis by the Chiefs 2013, played against each other the first time in September of 2017. Started their 2 Heights podcasts. They became the first brothers to compete against each other in Super Bowl history in February in Glendale. 2nd and 12 now.
That was holding. Yeah, they better call it. Yeah. I'm about to say he was holding Jones all day.
Hold it. Offense. Number 68. 10-yard penalty. 2nd down. Get Jordan Mailata for the hold. Well, we hadn't seen that one tonight. They brought L'Jarius Sneed, the outside corner. Number 38 here at the bottom. They brought him on the blitz, and Swift was there. You see what they called there on Mailata.
It brings up what, 2nd and 15?
Number 68. There we go. It's a good ball.
Yeah, it was an obvious call too. I thought they weren't about to call it.
It's looking for yards on the ground, and there was no payback.
All right,
Chiefs around him. He slides, does not
it'll be 3rd and 22 or something like that. 3rd and 23.
to go. City uses their for a third down forever. A lost one on that play. Yeah, 3rd and 1.
Man, Sapphire, I'm not even thinking about Super Bowl right now. I'm thinking about next week. I'm thinking about, yeah, because this offense got a lot to do. So, Ron, it was good to see you in the stream as always. Take it easy. This is a tough one. Yeah, I know. All y'all starting to do by understand. This is a tough game. This is a tough one to watch. This should have been a blowout. I understand. Good tackle by Tranquil. Offense will get one more chance.
He does not make that stop. He saw exactly what I did. Tranquil comes up and makes a really nice play because if he's not there, Swift has an opportunity then. You can see as he comes out of the backfield, it's the same play.
Yeah, that was a good solid tackle by Tranquil. It would have been interesting if he doesn't make that tackle. Swift had a lot of yards after that. And the Chiefs gave him way too much opportunities, Teresa, as well.
A couple of years ago, out with wrist surgery, they hope to get him back within the next month. Now it's 4th and 21.
Kadarius, this would be the perfect time for him to show up. This would be the perfect time for the offense to show up. Well, he's gonna have to do it. He's gonna have to do it with 97 yards though, because Kadarius Toney finally gets lit.
Tony was so dangerous back there, and Josh Jones just shut that down. Great play by him. That is not easy to do. We see Tony. We've already highlighted what he's capable of doing. You make him miss, you got a chance with a little bit of field to run.
I would just love for this offense not even be like last year or the year before, but just have a glimpse.
Down by 4. Rashee Rice.
Rashee Rice catches pickup 5. Or 6. Third and 1, but there's still 2 possessions left. It's 4 down territory no matter where you're at on the field.
2:21 to go.
You could run Pacheco here. Well, 3rd and 2, you can still run Pacheco. Like, you don't got to be in such a panic mode right now. And the Chiefs are moving a little too fast for my liking. Like, McKinnon's in the game, Rashee Rice is in motion. What is Kelsey doing? What is your problem, man? Are you sad that Jason's never beat us and you spelling the game? What the hell's going on? Well, this is game. Maybe you need to learn to stop depending on Kelsey because, I mean, like, he's just as dependable as any wide receiver. Well, here's game online right here, folks. Mahomes just run for the first. Well, Kelsey picks up the first there.
running toward the 2-minute warning. It's 4.
One more play before 2-minute warning. Kelsey again. 2 solid catches for a first by Kelsey. There's a flag.
Don't play. Complete pass. Personal foul. Roughing the pass.
And we got roughing the pass on it, so it's 15 right there.
First down. This is the 2-minute warning. With 1:56 to go at 20.
This is game, folks. This is game.
13-yard completion. 15 yards on top of it. What's your comments?
And Mahomes took a shot.
First down, Chiefs.
You know what would be beautiful here? Would be with all the wide receiver question marks we had and Chiefs driving downfield, wouldn't it be just like amazing if Mahomes just launches one to Rashee Rice, catches a game-winning touchdown, and they're like, they found the receiver. I'd be hopeful. I mean, again, the issue hasn't been the Chiefs moving the ball down up and down the field. They need a touchdown. The field goal ain't going to do it, and they need to get in the end zone. And we'll have to see. We will have to see.
No, my dad. You made me feel like I could do anything.
Don't think of video only on Netflix.
Man, if Mahomes didn't throw an interception or Kelsey didn't fumble, we'd have been up by 14. Maybe up by more. That's just those plays. There's a lot of missed opportunities out there today. They're lucky to even have a chance to be fighting to win this game.
Even on the new iPhone 15 Pro, check it out.
We do have free movies. We need to purchase a bit.
I wouldn't be surprised now that we're inside of 2 minutes. Mahomes trusted his legs a lot in the first couple quarters, and we haven't seen that in the second half. I'll see if that happens here.
Full-time fans, your devotion. Always. You deserve it. Adela, good luck. Fight. How are you, Scott Van Pelt? Getting set for the post-game show here. Joe and Troy will join me. Ryan Clark as well. We'll hear from Nick Sirianni, Andy Reid, the quarterbacks, the star of the game. Who's going to win the game?
Well, we're getting back on the field.
56. Joe and Troy. All we could ask for and a whole lot more, am I right? Yeah, absolutely. It's a 4-point game. Kansas City with 28 yards picked up on that last exchange with the completion to Kelsey and then the penalty on the hit.
All right, 1st and 10. Mahomes in motion. Mahomes looking deep.
This one is thrown away.
So just threw it away, so that's a waste of a down.
John Perry, what he saw.
I mean, true majority three, but also, I mean, they're not scoring 23 points a game either. So they need to get to that point first. Like Miami, they scored 21, and they lost to Denver. What they scored 17. Right now they're at 17. It's 2nd and 10. Rashee Rice in motion. Need to pick up something. Going deep. Wide open. This dude is garbage. He needs to be cut tonight. He needs to be cut tonight. That's inexcusable. This is why Mahomes don't trust no one. He had 5 yards of separation.
And just again, another drop by the Chiefs receiver. They're down to 10 minutes a result, Mahomes is in trouble. Sweat got there. The pass is thrown to the sideline.
He's out of the pocket, but it don't matter, man.
The officials will get together.
He was out of the pocket. If you want to throw intentional grounding, you can, but it looked like he was out of the pocket.
And they're going to throw the flag for grounding. If they didn't get it, offense number 15. Although he's outside the pocket, the ball is not taken back to the line.
Oh, yeah, that is a rule.
Ball placed at the spot of the foul. Lost it down. Hold down.
Well, that's game, folks. Yeah.
Mahomes in his arms. Patrick could not get the ball back to the line of scrimmage with this effort.
It's 4th and a mile.
So they're out of timeouts. Would have been a 10-second runoff. See, the line of scrimmage is at the 49.
He didn't get it there.
Well, short of it. Meanwhile, for Marquez Valdez-Scantling, he's got great speed. Drops have been a problem. He's got an NFL high 6 drops on targets of 30 or more yards downfield. No other player has 4. As you said, I mean, Patrick Mahomes could not have laid that out there any better. Oh, my gosh. I mean, you just hope that you get an opportunity like that at any point in the ball game. And here it is at this critical moment with a chance to take the lead. If you make that catch here at the end of the ball game, they're just unable to secure it. Chiefs need to get to Philadelphia 41 for a first down, and now the Eagles can take a timeout. It's 4th and 25.
I mean, you can play hero ball all you want. If you ain't got the receivers to catch the ball, then ain't no hero out
Facing this schedule coming up at Las Vegas. At Green Bay.
there. Yeah, you're going to probably take it out of the Eagles. The Raiders are up and coming. They've been a good coach team under Pierce. You think you could beat the Packers. Bills going to be a good matchup.
This defense, they're all lined
This offense, I don't have no faith in it.
the first down. You see them all, but you've got to get to Mahomes. So he can put a ball just about anywhere on the field and try to cover them up. This is not easy. There's it out. Downfield.
That's game, folks.
And they're going to run out here for the victory. Watson was the target yet again. The Nick Sirianni's Eagles have come in here at 8-1 and will leave at 9-1. Well, Watson, I mean, I want to see a closer look because I don't know if the ball got touched or not. It looked like it was a drop. It was a drop. If he catches that, it's a first down. I mean, Justin Watson is able to go down the field and hook up. You see the yellow line. Watson turns around at the top of the string, and if he catches this ball, it's a first down. And Mahomes, that's what I'm saying. Against a lot of quarterbacks, you can take that 4th and long.
You can draw a PI all you want. Watson has to catch that.
League high 26 drops for this Kansas City Chiefs offense. And with opportunity on that deep shot to Valdez-Scantling, and even on that 4th and 25, the Eagles are going to walk out of here with a 4-point win. Talking about the Super Bowl rematch and the Super Bowl preview.
I figured the Eagles were going to win. It just sucks they won this one.
Jason Kelsey and the Philadelphia Eagles are going to get a roll.
I have legit concerns about this offense. I mean, the Eagles secondary is garbage. We couldn't throw against them. That fucking sucks. If you can't throw against this secondary, everyone has been this year. You're not going to do anything against anyone else. There needs to be an answer. There needs to be a correction. There just can't be trust the process anymore. We're on week 12. The process is far gone. If this is what you're sticking to, this is what this team is. The defense will keep them in games. You will win games, but I don't know if this is a championship caliber team right now because this offense can't score 20 points.
Nick Sirianni gets the win over Andy Reid, who loses for the first time against his former organization. Big brother Jason Kelsey gets his first win over Little.
That was such a terrible way to end the game. Not even in the game, just the sequence. We're now back-to-back games where the Kansas City Chiefs have not put up a point in the second half. They didn't score a second half point against the Dolphins, and they didn't do it here again. If you don't believe this offense is an issue, I don't know what to tell you. This offense is hot garbage. And then they put the defense in position to where they end up giving up points. The defense was on the field far too much. And they played phenomenal. The defense played out of their mind. I don't care if they gave up a touchdown at the end. What do you expect? Like literally, when you're on the field that much, there's only so much you can do. The offense, the best offense going against this Kansas City Chiefs defense is the Kansas City Chiefs offense because they didn't do nothing to help them. You had a huge opportunity to show you are not just the best team in the AFC, the best team in the NFL, and you floundered it. Like the AFC has been comical. Teams have been choking, falling back and forth. You jump up on the Eagles, even with opportunities with the interception in the end zone that could have been a touchdown. Kelsey fumbles in the red zone, could have been a touchdown drive, and here you are losing a game. And now you just look like we got these concerns. And I don't know if this offense will change. I've been this optimistic, hopeful guy saying something's going to happen. Like I mentioned, we're in week 12. I'm not believing in that partner. I don't know what's going on, but it needs to change. Something needs to happen. Mr. 100 B, you're right. And the Chiefs always continue. The Chiefs beat themselves against Denver. You give a team 5 turnovers, what you expect will happen? You do it again here. You have 2 turnovers in the red zone. You literally could have been 14 points. What do we expect is going to happen? This is going to be the trend this year if it's not corrected. I mean, Teresa, it's facts, but we got to stop being hopeful. Like, there's got to be adjustments because right now they're showing us who they are. They've shown it to us for 11 weeks. This is not going to be the offense that we all hope. We keep thinking it's going to be unleashed. Oh, playoff time. They're just keeping weapons. They're keeping Pacheco for the playoffs. They're keeping Kadarius Toney for the playoffs. They got to get serious and make it there. Hey, you can be pissed all you want, throwing your helmet up against the wall. Make a catch, and shit won't happen.
He makes his way off the field to the dressing room. Jason Kelsey's getting a win.
Yeah, Charlie. Literally, this offense put this defense in such terrible position, like throughout the game, and they've done it throughout this year. None of this should be surprising to us, unfortunately. Interceptions, fumbles, and here we are. Like, I don't know what to say. And Sapphire, I don't know what was up with Kelsey today. These guys can act all frustrated all they want. There is no wake-up call. And I know a lot of people will go in thinking that. It's like, oh, this is going to be a wake-up call for the Chiefs. If you not losing to the Denver Broncos wasn't a wake-up call, I don't know what is.
This was not the Super Bowl with the Eagles.
I feel it. Like,
they walk out of Arrowhead with a victory. That is damn impossible to do.
that should have been a touchdown. Mahomes delivered a beautiful ball there. Defense played phenomenal.
The Monday Night Post-game show is coming your way in 3 minutes on ESPN.
And everyone's going to think going, oh, it's going to be a bounce-back game against the Raiders. Don't sleep on the Raiders. Please don't. Antonio Pierce got them boys playing week in and week out. They going to fight. They damn near kept a good game with the Dolphins.
Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, and Brooks. After $30 North Face and 50% off select NCAA apparel. Without that price guarantee, if you find
And Charlie, I can't argue that. Like it could be factual. You could be exactly right. something's going on with this team. Something's going on with this offense to make it look much more drastically different than last year. Because let's be realistic with it too. Everyone's all like, "Oh, they got all these new weapons. It was going to take time. It was going to get." Literally, all they lost was what Juju because Cole Hardman's back, and you replace him with Rashee Rice. A drop off from Juju should not be that drastic whatsoever. And if you involve Rashee Rice correctly, he is going to outproduce Juju. There is way more than just saying, "Oh, these weapons are different," because they're really not. Like you're just missing Juju. MVS was there last year. Kadarius Toney was there last year. Sky Moore was there last year. All these dudes besides Rashee Rice was there last year.
Check it out. The top spots in some tools for crushing the
And stuff like you make a point as well, but also there's again, it's hard to say trust specifically after a game like this. But Mahomes has got to look other ways too. Like he's got to trust and throw to receivers. But when you have Justin Watson being inconsistent, looking like the hero of a moment, and then dropping crucial catches, you have MVS missing catches. I don't know what to say. And yes, it's not right. It's frustrating. I don't know what we need to do to keep Rashee Rice on the field, but every time he touches the ball, something positive happens. But after that, Reed pulls him right out. We're so unserious on offense; it's complete BS. Mr. 100B, I would even say honestly, at minimum, we gave away 14. Like. If Mahomes puts some on that touchdown, on that throw to Watson, that's a touchdown. And I'm not quite sold. Kelsey fumbled in the red zone. I'm not sold that could have been a touchdown too. And you're right, could have been 21 as well because a lot of drives stalled out. This offense really, really hurt this team. And I have no positives to talk about it. I really don't. One, we abandoned the run because Pacheco looked good. And then we said, "Oh, let's stop that. We have a rookie wide receiver that could be a stud. Let's stop that." And then, as Charlie mentioned as well, it's not just Watson dropping the ball. It's not MVS. Kelsey dropped a couple passes as well. It's like, what are we doing here? Like, something's going on behind the scenes, or not enough is going on behind the scenes to where this offense is not serious anymore. And that needs to change.
Patrick Mahomes loses a home game in November or later for the first time in 5 years. And this Eagle fan base, man, they are heard wherever.
And yeah, Teresa and Sapphire, like you're discussing as well. It's like we're in a day now. I can't even trust the offense scoring the red zone. I'm hopeful Bucker gets a kick. It sucks when I can say Bucker is probably what. Well, I don't want to go that far. I was going to say Bucker's the MVP of the year so far. But besides defensive player, I can't rank an offensive player ahead of Bucker this year. I'd be nuts to do that because Bucker's playing unbelievable. And yeah, Charlie, that's so frustrating too. When it's 3rd and 9, 3rd and 6, the first reaction is let's bomb it 20 yards. Never works, not one time, and we continue to do it. And we never fight for the yards, never fight for the automatic completion. Now they're showing the highlights of this game. I don't even want to watch these game highlights. And it's you can't just blame it on one unit either. It's QB play, it's line play, it's wide receivers, it's everything. And I don't know, we're too late into the season for me to believe the offense has been just going to miraculously correct. The defense is championship caliber. This offense, let's put it this way. If this offense had last year's defense, we're fighting for 3rd place in the division. Like Broncos may be winning the division if we have last year's defense with this offense. I'm over here torturing myself just watching this game. And that's the frustrating part too. Is like Mahomes in these situations, when it's like 3rd and 20, 4th and 25. We've seen it. I forgot what it was. What was the game where Sky Moore went up and he tried to catch it and he didn't get it on 4th down, and then Watson does it too? He always puts it on the money in these situations, and he just never comes through with this core.
Second consecutive year, the Eagles have won.
And honestly, yeah, I don't know if the Chiefs are now half game up on the number 1 seed, or is it the Ravens now? Ravens deserve the 1 seed more than the Chiefs at this moment. They have a better offense, they have a better defense, they're more of a complete team. Kansas City needs to correct a lot of things before I can legit call them a number 1 seed. I think if the Chiefs were to go in the playoffs today, I wouldn't be surprised if it was an old-fashioned Kansas City Chiefs playoff game where they were bouncing their first game. But we're still 7 weeks away, so things can happen. But man, it's frustrating. It really is.
Like that. That was a problem coming in. The Chiefs led the NFL coming into this game in drops, and it was prevalent throughout this game and made a huge impact. You know, not more important than the last one. Marquez Valdez-Scantling failed to make. And one, you put.
Yeah, Tyler, this should have been. It shouldn't have even been a game we won. It should have been a blowout. It's just plain and simple. It should have been a double-digit win. It really should have been. Charlie, and you're speaking facts. You're speaking the language. Like, Pacheco should touch the ball every first down because he's picking up 3 to 5 yards to carry, and then that makes it manageable. But we're our own worst enemies.
Wait for the offense to make some plays. I just thought it was a great team win by Philadelphia.
Mr. Hunter B, I'm about to turn 31, so you already know. Yeah, that's the Tyreek Hill is the only good Kansas City receiver I've seen in my lifetime too. I've been hopeful for ones in the past. I remember when I first was really getting developed and watching the Kansas City Chiefs. It was around like 2001, going into 03. I was like, oh, Eddie Kinnison. I loved Eddie Kinnison, but he wasn't great. And then I remember everyone raved about Sammy Parker. Dwayne Bowe had his moments, but no one like him.
I said we had week 3 in Tampa Bay. You said it was a work in progress. How's it going?
Yeah, it sucks that they do put them. It sucks that they put the defense in this position because the defense had every right to win this game again, and they just couldn't. And it sucks. It really sucks.
Just one wins, and this one wasn't pretty.
It's just flat out ugly. I should probably bail out on y'all. I need some food in my system. I'm starting to get lightheaded and hungry. I haven't eaten for a while. So as much as I hated watching this game and it didn't pan out the way I wanted to, I still appreciate each and every one of you for joining me into this live stream. Hey, I'm gonna stick through it all 4 quarters always. So please be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you did like the stream, leave that thumbs up as well. We're gonna run this back again against the Raiders, and hopefully we see an offense that game, and hopefully we be back to a winning track, because do not sleep on the Raiders, because they are a well-coached team now, and they are fighting. And when they do that, they're a good team, at least a team that wants to win. So don't sleep on them. I will have a recap video tomorrow. It's probably not going to be a fun one, but it will be out. So I look forward to seeing you guys there. Look forward to seeing you guys next week. I see all the thank yous coming in. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm going to check out. Y'all take care. Peace.
Next 3 weeks, if they can survive that, things look pretty good for them down the stretch.